Suppose I should browse out to the site to see if it's working. Hey, we're streaming. Can anybody hear me? Hey, we're streaming. Can anybody hear me? Oh, sounds like they can. Hey, we're streaming. Can anybody hear me? Oh, sounds like they can. I have to up my microphone a bit. We're live. Woo-hoo. See if any of this crap works.
Yeah, I can hear you on it.
Oh. I am ready to get this going. Took out one of you last week. Time for me to take out the rest of you this week. Lando, look at you, man.
Not happening.
Single-handedly keeping this stream alive and funded. Thank you, kind sir.
You're welcome.
Was kind of hoping that I'd be doing my new stream this Thursday, but apparently the guys want to do one last one at home.
Ah.
So it's probably not going to be the following week. Who knows? We'll see what happens.
We're starting one here at my house.
Nice.
Probably next month, yeah. It's going to be my daughter DMing again.
Oh. Finally want to take stuff back out on dad, huh?
Oh, yeah, totally. Especially since, I still only play first and second edition. I don't know the fifth edition rules. So she converts everything for me.
That's hilarious. That's crazy. I like it.
If you want to use D&D Beyond, you can join my campaign and just use it to make a character for your home game.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
If I have, there's a guy, one of my players in the campaign, well, he has everything.
Yeah, it's the same with me. I've got almost everything. I think there's like one book or something that I don't have. So I do the same thing. I got my 2 5e games that I play. I have a play by post game that's 5e. And then I have what I call my not sandbox, but I can't remember what I called it. But anyway, it's like a sandbox, and I just give people permissions to use that, and I share all my content, and then they just create their character right there. And you can print it right from D&D Beyond. It prints a nice PDF and everything. So
yeah. Yeah, I use it for Adventure League and all my past and present 5e games.
Right.
Yep.
Well, luckily, I still have my character from last time we gamed about a year ago.
Nice. Hey, Paul. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for showing up. Just remember, all natural ones and natural 20s go to the DM tonight. There is no player bonuses. Don't judge me as we kick off the stream. Here we go.
Trust me, he doesn't need them.
Yes, sir. Got rid of the paladin. Now you gotta get rid of this one.
Yeah, I'm about to fix that shit. You're gonna have to turn your mic up a little bit for really.
Not to mention the music's going too. So I can't hear nothing.
Oh, much better. When we last left our
It was crushed
crushed.
like a sardine can.
You crushed our feelings. Our poor paladin.
We've got CBers. Yes, we
I
do.
have been.
I've been triggered.
All right. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Agora Quest 21 Shots. You know who I am. You know who they are. Appreciate you guys spending your Monday evening with us as we continue through the digging through the mountains here beneath White Plume Mountain, trying to figure out what the heck's going on, where we're going, what we're doing. But before we get to all that, don't forget, if you have yet to click that follow or like button or whatever they call it at Twitch, please do so. Hit the little alarm bell so you know whenever we're live. If you can't do it there, you can check us out on Discord. You can find us on Twitter. Find us over on YouTube. You name it. There's all kinds of places. In fact, if you just type in !socials, you'll find all the places you can hang out with us, and I encourage you to do so. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an old hand, welcome back as always. Don't forget, as you're watching the stream, you earn Twitch tokens. You can trade those tokens in to give our players or me, your humble DM, a Nat 1 or a Nat 20. All you have to do is click the little gold coin underneath the chat block. It'll pop open a window. You scroll to wherever you're looking for, and you can trade in your tokens to do so. Just let us know who it's going to. We'll see if it's a Nat 1 or a Nat 20, but you just let us know if it's for a particular player or for your humble DM. Or you can also, if you want to help support the stream, as well as help support the players and myself, for every 100 bits that you cheer, you can give a +1 to the player or DM of your choice, as Paul just so graciously did. Granted, I, your humble DM, who shall never forget this bonus that you have given me, sir. I very much appreciate that. But in doing so, those we actually carry over from stream to stream. Your Nat 1s and Nat 20s are only good for this stream, so I encourage you to get them in early because they're free tokens. You can just use them for the game. So get them in now, as the players are obviously going to need to use them sometime during tonight's session. However, if you are willing to spend your hard-earned coins by cheering and whatnot, those do carry over from stream to stream. So with that +1 that Paul just graciously granted me, I have a pair of +5s. Deglin, you have a pair of +5s and a +2. Baron, you have a pair of +5s. Reese, sorry man, you're still out. You used your last one last game or the game before. I forget which one it was. Ronnie Noblight, if you're back from walking your dogs yet, you got a +2 available. Varus, you have a +5 and a +3. And I'm debating on whether or not I should allow Zadkill to keep his if he happens to get brought back to life. But as it stands right now, Zadkill has a trio of +5s and a +1. And so that's how that all works. As I said, I encourage you guys to get your Nat 1s and Nat 20s in early because, like I said, those are free. The more you interact and do stuff with chat, if you're a subscriber, et cetera, those tend to go a little bit longer. I mean, not longer. It goes a little faster as far as the accrual and whatnot. So I encourage you to do that. But with that said, oops, I lost my place here. With that said, I also encourage you, if you are a Greyhawk aficionado, as we are, all of our streams are Greyhawk, at least for now. And we'll talk about that later. If you're into Greyhawk, if you go to the Twitch team page, it's twitch.tv/team/Greyhawk Creatives. Encourage you to go check them out. There's a bunch of great content providers that are listed on that page. All of them have Greyhawk content in some way, shape, or form, whether it's just the occasional stream or whether it's like Laura Kazumba, who's all about old school Dungeons and Dragons, in particular Greyhawk setting and stuff. Go check them out. Give them a follow, show them a little love. But I definitely encourage you to go see all of that. And last but not least, obviously, if you want to help support the stream, as I've said previously in the past, and I will continue to say, 100% of what you guys provide us with follows and cheers and all the other stuff that you do for the stream, it all goes right back into the stream. I don't keep any of it for myself or anything. It's all about buying like content, hosting our hosting service, etc. So yeah, not that we do it for the money, but definitely helps when folks are out there supporting the stream. So I appreciate you, and I encourage you to do so. And I accidentally closed our... There we go. Sorry, I accidentally minimized that. So now all of a sudden I was looking at a black screen on the stream. So with that being said, let's discuss a little bit about where we are and what has been going on. For those that have been following us know that our party was tasked with entering and searching the complex beneath White Plume Mountain, a volcano in the central Flannis. Allegedly, there is an old wizard by the name of Caraptus who was thought to be dead thousands of years ago, but apparently he might still be around, or maybe his flunkies are still around, but somebody is still around, and they managed to nab a trio of rather powerful devices, weapons in fact, from beneath the noses of their protectors and holders in the free city of Greyhawk. And so the party was sent here via teleportation to a nearby town where they sort of set up their initial foray and entered into the caverns beneath White Plume Mountain. And as they traveled through, they've discovered that this whole place is fairly covered in water, or at least it was. Probably about a foot to a foot and a half, 2 feet deep of water. As they sloshed their way through, they came to an intersection, and at that intersection they had a meeting with a gynosphinx who gave them a riddle. They managed to solve the riddle and thus were granted entry into the cavern complex proper. They did a little foray off to the left and elected to go back to the center. They had a couple of encounters, including with some Kelpie, as well as a werewolf and her consort. But the big conflict came last session as they entered into this strange cavern that looked like it had this sort of opaque, translucent, rubbery covering instead of walls. And they could see these spheres or these pearls kind of floating upwards on the other side of this opaque wall. And they discovered that they were actually in a rubber tube, if you will. Think of it as being in a balloon. And this balloon is blown up and it's sort of stretched along its edges, and there's a floor of stone and earth that they can walk on. But as they walk to the edge and look at where the wall is, the rubbery wall, they are looking off a ledge, and they can see a drop off of hundreds of feet below them, and they can see what looked to be sea life sort of floating around inside. So they've discovered that they're again inside some kind of a lake or something that's being protected by this shell, or this rubbery balloon-like shell. Well, as they sort of went to feel, they felt that the walls themselves were extremely hot. And so obviously the water on the other side, while not boiling, is bubbling. So they could tell that it was hot. And so puncturing the skin of the wall would have been no bueno had that entire bubble collapsed, then sending this volcanic water washing over them probably wouldn't have been the best thing for anybody off the top of their head. But be that as it may, they came in and they investigated, and there they encountered a massive gargantuan crab. And unfortunately, during the epic finale of the battle, our paladin of St. Cuthbert was crushed by a pair of blows from the massive crab as it squeezed his armor around him and punched in and collapsed his ribs into his heart and lungs, snuffing the life out of Zadkiel as he collapsed to the floor, just as Varys dealt the killing blow into the back of the crab. But unfortunately, it was too late for them to save St. Cuthbert's son. And so as we stand here now, we have just managed to complete the battle. As we discussed last week, our cleric of Jaskar, Deglin, has the ability to cast Raise Dead. However, he must spend the night in prayer, hoping that his deity will grant him this ability. And so as we were sort of winding down last week, we were discussing some of the treasures that we were found. And I'm not sure what we got recorded. I haven't looked at the recording of any treasure or anything like that. But we also need to discuss about healing anybody before you have the long rest so you don't waste spells, etc., etc. So as we begin tonight's session of Agora Quest, which is our session 98 now, I believe, let's kind of discuss, first of all, what treasure and stuff was doled out last week, because I can't remember, and I don't have it open in front of me. So
you didn't know out any.
Okay.
Ended
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. That's what I said. I couldn't remember, and usually I go back and look at the stream just to refresh my brain, but I didn't get a chance to today. So absolutely good. So we can then discuss as we move into tonight's episode how we want to go about the healing, how we want to go about the treasure as we look for the treasure, etc. But there is one last thing I want to discuss, and that is with Deglin. Deglin, if you could open your character sheet for me and go to your ability scores.
All right. There.
Okay. As you notice what your strength says.
Oh, yeah. Kick ass.
So if you now go to your gear and go down and find your belt of giant strength and click on it so that you so you're no longer like using it, like just if you just
the equipped or not.
Yeah, just click on that little icon and then go back to your strength.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Yep. So now if you go back and reapply it, it'll put your strength back in.
Did I not have it that way before?
No, because the way it worked before is that the belt, we had it set up so that it applies a +3 and a +8 to your strength and to your attack and whatever. But I went and changed it and did it so whenever you equip it, it changes your strength. And when you change your strength, it automatically applies the +3 and +8.
Cool.
So now you can actually see. And plus, it also, what it does is I move some of your stuff around into the bag of holding because you had 999 hand axes.
Oh, our hammers.
Right, hammers because of the throwing.
The spell, yeah.
Yep, and so it had you encumbered. That's why it had you encumbered. So I just moved it into your bag of holding, and so it took away your encumbrance as well. So
Cool.
So anyway, that being said, the other thing is if you have not yet applied your experience, to see a couple of you have done. I know that Ronnie and Varys got theirs done earlier. I'm not sure. I think Deglin, you did yours last week.
Yeah.
But if you guys have yet to apply your, if you guys have not yet applied your experience, please do so. And then we can get into tonight's episode. Episode 98 of Agora Quest 21 Shots. As you all stand around now looking at the fallen body of your comrade, we have a plan on what to do, as Deglin knows that given the time, he will be able to cast the spell of Raise Dead, but it's just a matter of surviving the night in this place.
Well, I am injured, so maybe we should heal up a bit. Well,
yeah, I can.
Yeah,
I still have my spells
is
of healing.
injured as well. He's not happy.
I still have my spells of healing, so we can cast those. I did have. We gotta fix up. Is his armor like destroyed?
His armor is crushed. Yes. He does have magical armor. Let me double check and see. I think he has magic armor. Let me double check and see. Gear and well, yeah. Oh, he has regular plate mail. I take it back. He does not have magical armor. He's got regular plate mail and a large shield. His shield is still serviceable, but his armor is pretty much gone.
Okay. So we need to strip that off of him. Then we need to make sure any wounds are, healed. Like the wound, it's like if he's in two pieces.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's just crushed.
Okay.
All his bones have been crushed, and it sort of pierced into his heart and lungs and caused almost immediate collapse and death.
All right. So I don't know if it doesn't say it in the spell book if I have to heal him.
No,
first.
you don't. You do not.
Yeah.
You don't.
Okay.
You just have to make sure that, like, if his head's missing or something like that, you need to make sure that his head's there to be stuck back on, etc. So.
All right. So then let me start healing. Let's start with who's down the most.
I'm down 23.
That's a lot. Okay.
Yeah, I've got Reese has got a couple of Cure Serious.
That's what I've got. 2
Cure
Cure
Light.
Serious and 2 Cure Light.
Baron is down below, almost below half.
All right, so let's before everybody starts casting, let's just do an order. Deglin, let's go ahead and have you cast whatever spells you want, and then when you're done, Reese can go cast the spells that he needs to finish up what anybody might be missing.
All right, I'll do Deglin, or I mean Baron.
Okay.
If you want to have Reese go, we'll see how far we can get him. Depending on how the
Go ahead and
rolls
roll
work
for
out.
me.
So let me target Baron and go to my
There he is.
character.
Oh, please, no targeting. Oh, God.
All right.
Because Ronnie's a smooth operator, that's why he's not hit.
Cure Serious. Cast. All right. It didn't make the noise, but I'll do it anyway.
Well, it did. I heard it.
Oh.
I heard it.
Didn't on my side. That's weird.
Probably got effects silenced.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
maybe.
might have.
Re-roll the one. Just roll a d8.
Okay. Oh, I rolled 2. Shit. Sorry.
It's all right. We'll take the lower of the 2. So we'll take the 3. So the initial that you had was an 8 plus a 3, so you got 11 back. So I will update it. You should get 2 more than what you have. So you got 26 now.
Oh,
All right. How much more further do you need?
help.
He's at 26 out of 34, so he is down 8 still.
All right. Maybe I should use the Cure Lights before I use the last Cure Serious.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can get out of that. All right. Here's the cast Cure Light. Maybe get a lucky roll. 6? That's not bad.
Nope, not at all. He's at
I'll
32.
take that. Thank you
Take-
very much.
32 out of 34. So he says he's good. He's down 2, but he's still good.
Okay, that's
and
good.
don't forget, when you do a long rest, you get 1 plus your con bonus back. So
So if we're going to get one of those, we're going to get one of those tonight.
that is correct.
All right, and then the next. So should I go up to? Go up to.
Ferris.
Varys. Okay, I mean untarget him and then target Varys. All right, and then go back to my spells. And we'll do a Cure Serious first. Cast. And then cast Heal.
Nice.
13?
14 total.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's +1.
Yep, so he's got 14 back. So that leaves him at 9. He's still down 9.
All right, so I'll hit him with my last Cure Light. See how that one turns out. And then heal.
Oh,
8!
and he gets 8. Nice. Very good. So he's 68 out of
Thank you.
69.
Thank you.
68. So I guess if you want to cast it, then you could cast the healing on yourself, Reese, since you're down 8 and nobody else is down but you.
Oh, okay.
I am down. I'm down like...
Oh, sorry. I take it back. Okay, my bad.
I'm not
Yep.
down much.
Yeah, you're down like 6, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you
Right.
got Cure Lights, you can cast them on Deglin and or yourself.
All right. Let's see. Oh, where is Deglin?
I'll move to you.
Do I target first?
Yeah, so you target and then you cast the spell. There you go, and then click heal. All right, 5 hit
That's
points
great.
back for Deglin. Cool. That leaves you down 1.
Outstanding.
And again, everybody. So
Yeah, I'll get one in the morning.
yep, whenever you do your long rest. So
So I can target myself.
yes, you can. Hey,
Woohoo!
Woohoo, look at you.
Good roll.
Man. That's it. Everybody out there in chat world need to make sure that the DM gets nat 1s and nat 20s today, because these guys are rolling high and I can see I'm going to be needing it. So as you finish your healing, you guys move about the room, I'm assuming to investigate for any treasures or anything.
Yes.
And I'll start prepping his body, getting
Okay.
his armor off. And
All right, everybody give me a search check that plans to search this place.
E6.
Yeah, D6 for everybody.
There we go. Oh, my elven eyes.
what do your elven eyes see?
As you guys move your way about the room, why are we rolling 4d6 there, Reese?
He's got
I
4
thought I
out.
only rolled 1.
I don't know, but it rolled 4d6. But all of your eyes combined don't find shit. Now, as
Check
you
your
guys
shorts.
as you guys search about the room, Ronnie, you actually are sort of drawn to this left-hand side over here, as even though there's this rubbery bubble kind of enclosing you guys, you're walking out on a earthy ledge, and it's almost like you're walking through powdery sand, like the bottom of the ocean dried out. And you can see that there are actually plants that you would normally find growing underwater are actually growing here on the dryness within the bubble itself. So as a druid, you find that rather fascinating at how these sea anemones and lichen and coral type growths are actually apparently living and thriving in a space that's not full of water. And as soon as you walk up these dais, Varys, in the center, underneath this sort of a symbol of some sea god, which I believe you guys all recognized as being Procan when we first came in. There's this large sort of altar or statue to him that covers the whole far back wall of the bubble, and there is a stone circular area right before it, and sitting on the floor is what looks to be a stone chest, probably 7 or 8 feet long and about 3 feet wide. The lid has engravings and carvings in it in some language you're not sure of, but the clasps are coppery, but they're all as if the copper has been eroded underwater, and it has sort of that greenish oxidation on it. Yeah, it's got sort of this greenish oxidation on it. There are no locks that you can see, but the where the lid closes, it has those copper clasps that are closed down. So if you wanted to put a lock in through the little hole, you could and seal it up. But as you look at it, there are none. But again, this whole thing appears to be made of solid stone.
Well, I'm gonna look for traps.
Okay, go ahead and
in and around it, and then I'm gonna ask Jalen to come use his giant strength to open it once I make sure it's all good.
Okay.
Here we go.
I had to reload Foundry. It kicked me out. Give me a second here.
No worries. So looking around the edges of this, you find that it is not trapped that you can see, but it is calcified. Again, it's like this thing has been sitting at the bottom of the ocean, and there's plant growth and barnacles and whatnot growing on sides of it and toward the bottom of it, around where the lid meets the base is a lot of dried and crusted material, as if it was sitting underwater in growth for the longest time, but now it has since been removed from the water and everything around it is dry.
Well, once you're back in, Declan, come here, my very strong friend.
Ronnie, give me an intelligence check, please, sir. Actually, I mean wisdom. It doesn't matter if it's beat your. All right, it's good. You beat your wisdom. I meant to say wisdom because I forgot Drew has her wisdom. As you're looking at these plants, Ronnie, you realize that you've got about over half of the formula for making water breathing potions if you were to take some of these plants that you normally find underwater but are not.
Well, DM, I'll harvest these pieces of plants to do that while they're getting that trunk fixed or opened.
Okay. As you go through, you actually now have, once you get the final components, you'll have enough to create 4 water breathing potions.
You want me to try and add that to my sheet somehow?
Yeah, you can. It's just add some item, just says water breathing components or something like that.
If you want, I'll just add it on the treasure sheet.
Yeah, however you want to track it, it's totally
Yeah.
totally up to you guys. If Ronnie wants to do it by himself, that's fine. If you guys want to put it on the treasure sheet, you can as well.
Well, either way, it doesn't matter. I mean, if it's on Ronnie's sheet, then the encumbrance will be closer.
Yeah, well, if you do that though, we can discuss how to do things. You can like do it so it's not carried, right? And then it does not include it to your. So if you click on the little icon until it has the little circle with a dot, that means not carried. That should then no longer apply to your encumbrance. But anyway, we can work that stuff out. I'm not too worried about the encumbrance deal or not. So as you look at the chest as I described previously for Varus Deglin, it's solid stone, underwater plant growth clinging to it like the bottom of a boat with barnacles and whatnot encrusted on it. The copper clasps that sort of hold the lid closed and where the locks would normally go. They're very green tinted with oxidation and where it's partially like corroded. Where the lid meets the base is very corroded and stuck together and whatnot. It doesn't look like it's like a super heavy lid, but it is solid stone like a sarcophagus almost. And again, there is a lot of etching and writing along the lid that you don't recognize.
Could we use a hammer and say one of the climbing spikes is like a chisel?
Sure.
And just chisel around the edge. I want him to check for traps first.
He already did.
Yeah, you wanna? I don't know if the true seeing would help with the.
Yeah, I can pull out the gem of seeing and just take a look at it and see if there's anything off.
Or maybe have Baron come over and see if he can comprehend languages or something on it.
Okay. Does anybody have the DMG handy?
Yeah, I do. I have it sitting right next to me.
Open up the. I know. It's like buried somewhere, and I'm like, damn it, where'd I put it? It's like buried under all my books over there.
I knocked it out on purpose.
Thanks. Open up for the gem of seeing.
Sure.
There's a percentage chance of certain things going wrong when you look through gem, but as you're looking through it, it looks to you like there's some sort of a faint glowing blue where the lid meets the base.
Like coming through the crack or from the stone itself?
It looks to you like it's probably from the stone itself. It might be coming through, but you're not 100% sure.
All right, so it's 5% chance each time the gem is used that you'll see a hallucination.
Right.
Or see something that's not there.
Right.
Or not see through the illusion or whatever.
Right. Yep. Okay. I know there was a percentage chance in there somewhere. So, okay. So anyway, as you're looking through it looks like there's some sort of like a blue tint or something like glowing ever so faintly, but it's so close to the color of the stone that you don't really notice it without looking through the gem, what kind of magnifies the view.
Okay, so I say that to everybody that it looks like the base the rock itself might be glowing blue, or it could be just emanating from something from within. I can't really tell.
It's such a fine line.
Well, we suspect that Wave is here. And waves are a legendary weapon of power.
So would it be glowing blue?
I mean, it's supposed to. Well, the word wave, the name,
implies water. Yeah,
water, and we are in a watery, area. So maybe, and it is a god of water, right?
Yes, Procan. Yes.
So, I will say a polite, like blessing the Procan while we're here.
Okay.
In case there's some kind of enchantment on the chest thing.
Okay. I dig it.
I could cast Dispel Magic.
Oh, mighty Procan. We come to ask your blessing and receive the gift of wave to use against the evil in this world.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
no, that's fine.
reading it.
Yep. As you say your prayer, you look around expectantly, maybe, but
Yeah.
there appears to be
Nothing
no response.
Okay. Well, he didn't strike me down. That's a good sign.
That's a bonus.
You want me to maybe help you pry it open?
Yeah, I was just gonna take a hammer and chisel around the edge to loosen up any, crustaceans or what
Okay.
are those damn things called?
Yeah.
Barnacles and stuff.
Barnacles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it takes you about 5 minutes, but you manage to clear off a pretty decent amount, right? It's not like there was a whole bunch to start with, but easily enough you can now easily see the indent in the lip of the lid.
Okay.
Can
I get my fingers in on that, or is it?
Yeah. No. Yeah. You can get in where you can grip it easy enough.
All right. So maybe I'll do it from the other side. No, that's a bad idea.
It's kind of hard to reach. The thing's about 3 feet wide, so it's kind of hard to sort of bend over and reach. So maybe from the side of it, lifting at a corner or something like that, you could do that.
I'll try that.
Okay. So you manage to grip. Go ahead and give me a bend bars, lift gates, please.
All right. So that's a 60%. Right.
Yep.
So there's no button to push, so I guess I just roll that.
Yeah, you just click. Does
the
it
percentile?
Not? Yeah, I just rolled the percentile. Yeah, it's weird that they don't have that. It's kind of strange. All right.
73.
As you grip your strength as you go to lift, you feel the cracking of the stone on stone that's been welded together as this thing's been sitting underwater for the longest time. But you can't quite get it to break free.
All right. Do I get multiple tries or?
Yeah, or other people can help you if they want, or whatever the case, whatever you guys want to do.
Well, who's the strongest behind that?
All right. Well, I have 14 strength. I will chain my weapons and lend a hand.
All right. As he lends a hand, that will increase your chance to 75%.
All right. Let me. So you want me to roll it again?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, why did I roll twice?
I don't know, but the first one was a 69, so that's good. As you. And it finally breaks free, and you hear as this sort of a groan as the stone on stone grinds as you lift and bring it all the way over, clang, on the other side. Looking inside, you see a completely empty chest. Just kidding. Just kidding. Inside, you can see that there are several bags of gold laying and thrown about the bottom of this thing, sort of spilling out their coin onto the bottom of the chest, although the bags themselves are stuffed full as well. You can also see that there are several large gems sort of sitting on top of these, as well as numerous other gems thrown about the bottom of the chest. You can see that there is a ring box, like, if you were to ask your wife to marry you, it's a little ring box. There's a little ring box inside there. There is a white bone wand with a blue tip that is giving off a faint blue light that sort of glows, makes the entire interior of the box kind of glow. And last but not least, you can see the outline of a trident, perhaps 6.5 feet long, wrapped in silk, laying gingerly on top of all of the items within this chest.
Well, we're want to start?
Well, I already checked Ronnie. He can't use tridents, so it's not one of his approved weapons.
Yeah, won't be for me either. I mean, we're here to return them.
Does
So
the trident radiate magic?
Well, if you do detect magic, we can then determine each one of them.
Okay.
you want to tell me how much more?
Yeah. So as you guys are removing the
So I
treasure,
can do-
as you remove the treasure, you find a total of 1,000 gold. So there's 10 small sacks. Each sack has 100 golds for a total of 1,000 gold.
Huh?
You find 3 very large gems. I'll let you decide what kind they are. 2 of them worth 1,000 gold. 1 of them worth 5,000 gold.
Big still my heart.
But it looks to me like Baron's about to blast them all with magic missile. But I just want to make sure.
What?
He says he's casting magic missiles, so I'm assuming that he's
Uh,
just gonna steal whatever's in there from
Yeah,
you guys.
well, old guys and buttons. What can I tell you? He's actually looking to see if he has a detect magic spell, which he should,
I'm sure you
No, you
probably
have
do.
a wand. I thought we had a wand.
but he doesn't.
I have
Um,
one, and we did have a one. Somebody has it on them, though. I think.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. You also find a total of 17 other small gems, totaling a value of 4,000 gold.
Nice. And then there's a wand.
You see a wand. You see the ring box,
Yep.
and you see the silk and velvet lined cloth wrapped around this trident, the tips of which stick out. It looks to be sort of inlaid of silver and gold, but it has a greenish bronze kind of tint throughout all of it. So we're going to grab all that as well.
Yeah.
As you pick up and grab a hold of the trident, the first thing is you get
Well,
this.
I mean, I can use it, but yeah.
What's that?
I mean, I can hold on to it. I just can't use
No,
it.
yeah, no, you can't use it. But as you're taking the stuff out of and you grab a hold of the trident, the first thing that you feel is this surge of energy rushing through you, and then suddenly all of you hear this voice saying, "It's about time! What took you so long?" As the trident is apparently talking to you. And
Hi.
the second thing that happens is you hear a clattering sound as you see a polished amethyst stone just kind of clatter. Apparently, it was wrapped up with the trident, and it clatters and rolls into the corner of the chest. But as you feel this energy and power surge through you, Varys, and everybody around you hears, "Well, it's about time." Suddenly, in your mind, you hear these whisperings of, "You are the lucky one. You shall be the one to lead us all to victory. We shall destroy all those who go against the god of the sea. Convert now, and all of my powers are yours." As in your mind, this trident is sort of giving you vivid imageries of just striking down just hordes of enemies with the power that it contains within, enemies launching attacks at it, and they're just ricocheting off as if there was nothing there. So this thing is sort of giving you, "This is what I can do for you. All you need to do is convert to Procan and become a devout follower of Procan, and you and I shall, rule the waves," so to speak.
Should become a pirate.
You become Aquaman.
But the rest of you just sort of see Varys kind of standing there. I don't say he's stunned, but it's almost like
I'm a little,
a little out of sorts, like, well, okay, what's going on here? Well, what do we want to do?
I hand the trident while I wrap it back up, and I
Okay.
look at Declan and I say, "Open your bag."
What are you doing? No, you can't put me away. No, you can't do that.
I'll get back to you.
Let's see. Now, this is one thing I haven't done in a while. So this thing has an intelligence 14.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. It has an intelligence 14, an ego of 20. I have to figure out about sentient, how you have to make a save. So I just want to make sure that I do it the right way. Otherwise, you're going to be like, it's kind of like Frodo in the Ring. I know I know to get rid of it, but boy, this thing's really cool.
Well, I want a different item. I don't want Wave. Wave is not a bad item.
Yeah, not at all.
This is not for me. I want Black Ranger.
Yeah, okay. Let's
I want to be Elric.
Why does it not have it in here? That's kind of interesting.
It's in the Dungeon Master Guide.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking. I'm looking in the DMs.
Yeah, well, it's under sentient weapons.
Yeah, that's what I was
magic swords. Yeah.
I just had the wrong Dungeon Master's Guide. I had my 2E button.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so apologize. I probably should have had this on hand, but I wasn't even thinking about. I'm like, oh yeah, it's sentient. I guess I should.
Yeah, they're all gonna do this probably.
Yeah, let's hope so. All right, so where do we have? It doesn't even have it in the back of the book about sentient.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I mean, I'm looking in the guide. It's like, was it under like weapons sentient?
Yeah, it's under page 166. Oh, well, wait a minute. Let me. Yeah, it's under 166.
Yep.
And 168.
All right. Yep. All right. So when a sword possesses unusual, it has a personality which is rated, combining its intelligence and ego scores. It will, of course, be absolutely true to its alignment, and if the character who possesses it is not, a personality conflict will result. Similarly, any swords with an ego of 19 or higher will always consider itself superior to any character, and a personality conflict will result if the possessor does not always agree with the sword. The personality of the character is intelligence plus charisma plus levels of experience. Levels reduced by 1 for every group of hit point of damage, so you don't have to worry about that. You didn't take any.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your intelligence plus your charisma plus your level of experience?
Well, I'm 11th level.
Yep.
My intelligence is 13, and my charisma is 9.
All right, so it's 22 and 11 is 33. All right. Anytime the personality score of the sword exceeds the personality of the character, the sword will dominate its possessor, so that you don't have to worry about. However, it can do different things to like disobey and stuff like that. But that being said, it cannot stop you from putting it in the bag. As this thing is fighting against you, it's screaming in your mind, no, don't you see how great we could be? You and I together serving Procan, we'll become gods ourselves. Don't. As you screaming it in your brain, as you're just sort of willing, you're like, whoa, this is just, I don't know. And you end up putting him into the bag of holding. And as you let him go, the voices immediately go away.
And then I warn everybody.
Warn everybody?
Yep, about the sentience of the weapon.
Okay. All right. So as you guys manage to retrieve all of the treasure.
What is that other stone?
What's that?
That agate.
Oh, yeah, it just looks like a regular agate stone, just a nice, highly polished stone. Doesn't look like it has much value at all.
Oh, okay.
However, are we doing detect on any of this stuff so we can kind of determine if any of the stuff is magical or what?
Not right now.
Could have swore somebody had a wand
Somebody
of
has
detect
it,
magic.
yes. I'm pretty sure we do have one.
Yep. So if anybody wants to go look through the items, or you can look through the.
I have the spell if we really need to.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Zadkills. He doesn't have. He doesn't.
Yeah, I have a
have
one of paralyzation. I don't have.
Oh, is it in the bag of holding already? It might be in the bag of holding.
That's what I said. It might be.
Oh.
So I'm not sure what all items you guys have inside the bag of holding.
Wand of magic detection, 53 charges.
Yep.
So I can use that or use my spell.
Use the wand.
Use
Okay.
the wand.
All right. As you take the wand and you focus its energy on the items that you guys just pulled out, you find that obviously the trident is supremely magical, but the wand is magical. There's an item in the ring box that's emanating magic, and the agate stone that you guys found in the chest is magical as well.
Nice.
All right, I'll add those to the bag of holding.
One of the three.
Trident,
Stone of
Rave.
an IO stone.
One way to find out.
You know,
Thinking the same way, thinking the same thing.
Ring. I'll put a star next to it so we know it's magical. And then an agate.
I am on the treasure sheet.
Okay. I put them in a bag of holding too. Okay.
All right. What to now? As you guys clean out the remains of the stone chest, putting the majority of your stuff into the bag of holding, along with a rather grumpy trident known as Wave, you find yourselves sort of sitting back. Okay, got one of them, but boy, I'm kind of tired.
2 more to go.
Yeah,
Two more to go.
if they're all like Wave, we're gonna have a hard time with him. Personality conflicting. Temptation.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
Well, the next time we touch it, we'll just be giving it to somebody else. So.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yep.
So
There you go. I think Ronnie's got a great idea. As you guys want to rest for the night, for a long rest.
Yeah, we'll do a long rest, and I got his body prepped, right? I got his armor off, so he's ready to go.
I don't know about snow crab or anything, Ronnie, but you can have volcano crab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut pieces of that crab off, DM, to bring with us for that purposes.
There you go.
We can boil it up right here, you know.
Yeah, just cut a hole in the side of the wall.
Yeah.
Get some nice hot boiling water. I double dog dare you.
No.
All right. So as you guys
I'm gonna go ahead and we'll reload my spells.
Okay, as you guys settle in and give yourselves a long rest, which you should be able to do on your character sheets.
The proficiencies or details? I can't remember.
Under, what do you mean?
To do the long rest thing.
Gear.
Yeah,
it's under gear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, there it is.
What the hell?
I'll see if I can't give Zadkill his too.
No idea why it's doing that. But I'm used to it.
Make sure my spells were redone. They were. Okay. And I put Raise Dead as my one and only for 5th level spell.
Where's the long rest thingy?
It's under gear at the very top.
Yep. I need to apply this to. Wait, it's under the gear where? Sorry.
The gear sidebar.
Okay.
Yeah, the one that looks like a trunk, and then it's the second column down.
You gotta have food.
Oh yeah, yeah, I got it. Yeah,
Looks like a teepee.
Yep, I got it. Yep, I saw it. Go ahead and do that. That kill has. He's got all his stuff back. All right. So let me know when you guys are all done.
I'm good.
All right. I need to see how many he's
Okay.
got.
Yes, I'm ready for the next day, and I'm looking forward to my hit point.
Yeah. It should, as you double check.
Water.
Yep. Did it?
It did not give me mine.
It didn't add the hit point. All right, I'll go in and add them. It's no big deal. It may be something that has to be done manually or whatever, which is fine. No big deal. I'll go in and update everybody's hit points just to make sure. Ronnie is maxed. Deglin.
I was just down one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. That's why pretty much everybody was. So Reese is already maxed. Baron was down 1 or 2. No, yeah. Why does it say?
He was down 2, and now it's only 1.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
So you got that. Burly Bear, I think, is already maxed on his. Yep. All right. So everybody is maxed where they are supposed to be. As you guys take a nice, long 8-hour rest, a much needed and luckily for you, unimpeded rest.
Yes.
As you stand the occasional watch, keeping track of anything that might be trying to come through the balloon walls to the north or through the heavy solid doors to the south. But as I said, nothing comes through. You guys get a blissful night's rest as you awaken refreshed, ready to start the next day.
I'll have some prepared crab meat for him.
Okay. All right. And what do we do?
I'm going to go ahead and once I wake up, I'll pray for my spells, make sure I get everything good. Yep. And then we've already got his body prepped, so make sure he's didn't shit himself overnight, you know.
Yeah. All right.
He may have done that already.
Yep. So go ahead and cast your Raise Dead spell if you would be so kind.
All right. I am targeting him. I'm going to
go back up out of the way.
I have now. It says different things. It says cast versus death.
So basically, just do cast. Okay. And because the reason you have save versus death is because Raise Dead can also be like cause death, right? There's another, right? And so there's another like reverse aspect of that spell that somebody has to make a saving throw versus
cause death. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Right. So if that's not if I'm not mistaken, that's what that's for. And if they make their saving throw, then they take damage like a fireball. You take half damage or whatever, right?
Right.
However, Zadkill, I need you to give me a resurrection survival saving throw by rolling a D100, please.
And roll low.
Hey, what do I need?
You need a 92 or lower
Okay.
on a D100. As you make your save, as you guys watch, as Deglin begins casting this spell over the top of the body of Zadkiel, his body begins to sort of glow with this energy mixing in the colors of the priest of Jaskar. It almost forms like a complete concrete blanket that it's almost like turning Zadkiel into a statue, so to speak, and you hear this humming and this vibrating come through the voice as it's being channeled by Deglin. This goes on for several minutes, and you watch as the body begins to shake and vibrate, and suddenly the rocks all burst into thousands of tiny bits of stone, and they go flying away, skittering along the ground, leaving this little dust cloud. And Zadkiel begins to cough and sneeze and wheeze as he wakes up, being brought back to life by his friend and comrade. Zadkiel, you find yourself sitting there wondering what happened. As the last you remember, you were in the clutches of this massive crab that crushed you. Then you saw what appeared to be this glorious place where paladins all had vorpal blades and they all had magical armor and all their mystical steeds were racing with the wind. And as you gathered your speed and you got up on your horse, somebody went to hand you a vorpal blade, and as you smiled and grabbed it, suddenly you were whisked away, sucked back into your old body, and you find yourself sitting up in your normal clothes, not your armor, coughing and wheezing and sneezing, alive, but feeling rather naked without your armor.
All right, I'm going to put my shield up in case he clocks me.
All right. No Highlander effects, right. And just for the record, being raised dead, Zadkiel's constitution has been lowered by 1 point from a 14 to a 13.
That kind of.
Yep.
I didn't know that was a side effect.
Yeah, when you die and get brought back to life, your con point drops by 1. Beg your pardon?
Good descriptive text there, Sean.
I tried to put it in line with the priest, the priest of Jaskar, the miners and the stone workers and stuff like that. So I thought that would fit in well. So, welcome back to us, Zadkiel the Righteous. The upside is you're alive. The downside is you have no armor right now.
Actually, we have a +2 set of chainmail in the. I was going to give it to one of my priests.
I was going to ask.
That'll at least give him something to wear. His plate mail's demolished, correct?
Yes.
There's no fixing that. Correct?
No fixing it, correct. That's why I just removed it from the sheet. Now you got it's a what?
Let me go back and look at it. I think
it was just normal plate mail anyway.
Yeah.
Where did I?
Is this in the bag of holding?
Yeah, at least it was. I'm trying to find it now.
+2 chainmail. Is that right?
Yep.
All right, so I am going to drag that over onto Zadkiel's sheet. He is now equipped with +2 chainmail, and that's removed from the character sheet. You still have one more in there. So Zadkiel's armor class, holy shit, it's showing it's at a -6. I don't think that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think so.
Well, it's because I got a +2 shield.
Yeah, no.
And I got my ring of protection and my cloak of protection and all that.
Well, hoping the ring to not give AC bonus from magic.
No, I don't have a ring. It's a cloak.
It doesn't stack with magic armor. I looked it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
none of
only
that
stacks-
stacks.
It only stacks with leather, normal leather,
Yep.
which is what
So
I'm wearing.
Help
So
with saving
where-
throws?
yeah. So
Does? Oh, okay.
armor class 5-2. Yep, modified. So if your armor class is 5, so with the +2 chain, it's make it a 3. So your base armor class is 3. All right. So if the base armor class is 3, your shield plus
You know
2.
your additionals.
Yeah, chain
Yes.
and shield. Chain and shield is 4. So that would be 0 with the +2 shield and +2 chain. So that's 0. And then with your dexterity of a 16, your armor class should be -2, not -6. So I'm not sure how they're getting. It's a
Because of my dexterity, I have a -2 for my dex as well.
yeah, but your base. So if you have chainmail and shield, that's armor class 4 without any magic. Chainmail
Well,
and
I have
shield.
8 with nothing on.
Would you hang on? Just wait a second.
Yeah.
Your armor class, chainmail and shield together is armor class 4. Okay, that's anybody. Don't care about dex or anything. Chainmail and
No
shield
matter.
is armor class 4. If you take your +2 shield and +2 chain, that gives you a bonus of +4. So that means your armor class would be 0 with a +2
Yes.
shield and a +2 chain. Taking in your dexterity would give you a -2. Okay.
Yes.
And then but your cloak doesn't stack. So your armor class should be -2, not -6.
I
So-
thought cloaks don't. I thought
Cloak-
it doesn't stack with like rings don't stack with rings and cloaks don't.
It
stack
doesn't
with cloaks.
it doesn't stack with like the magic pluses of armor, I don't believe.
Yes, it's magic armor it doesn't stack with.
Yep.
The ring and the cloak will stack separately if you're not wearing magic metal armor
Right.
or magic armor.
Right.
You can
So-
only wear leather for them to stack.
Yep.
I looked it up earlier.
Yeah. So regardless, even if they did stack, even if it was allowed you to have another +1, at best your armor class is -3, but it's showing -6. So
Oh, I see why. It's my charisma.
that's probably what it was.
Nobody wants to hit him.
I look so good, they feel guilty, so they get a modifier on their swing.
That's what it was. Okay, we'll figure it out later, but I'm not worried about it. So, yeah, it's just weird that it would do that. So, all right. So Zadkiel is back with us, as you guys sort of.
Oh, you know why it might be that too? Also, the protection from evil, probably.
Yeah, but I don't think that gives like the. I mean, I
It
understand.
gives another additional two.
Yeah, it does. It does, but I'm just anyway.
That's probably what it's
Honestly,
calculating, is what I'm saying.
Well, I don't know why it should be a modifier. It should add the modifier, the negative modifier when something tries to hit you. It shouldn't put it on your base armor class.
That's what I think I remember.
So, but it doesn't matter. Like I said, I will get it figured out and figure out what's going on. But be that as it may, you guys awake and refreshing. Where to now?
Whew. All right. Well, we still got 2 more artifacts to find, guys. So maybe we should head them up and move 'em out.
Okay, I'm just waiting on you. Feel free to move wherever you want to go about the cabin.
I can go this way.
As you work your way back down south, finding yourselves once again at these huge metal doors. On this side, as you can see, for those that weren't here last week or the week before when I described these doors, think of it being on a ship where it's sort of this oval portal in the middle of the wall, set up about 6 inches to a foot from the floor. so you have to kind of step over the top of it. It has this huge iron door that's about a foot thick, and it's got these massive springs on it that yank it back into place that Deglin had a struggle to hold open for everybody to get through. But now you're able to grasp a hold of a handle on this side and pull to open. Go ahead and give me an open doors check, please.
Okay, and then have Zadkill ready to go through so he can get to the other door.
Okay.
All right, and then
I thought I was like, I can't participate. I thought I had to rest for like.
Oh no! You are a raised dead spell is completely different than being knocked out and brought back to life and stuff. He used a raised dead spell, so it's like nothing ever happened to you.
Okay.
You don't even have the scars to prove that you were crushed by a crab.
Ronnie's going to wink at him and say, well, perhaps next time we'll just reincarnate you and you can truly be a wonder of the world.
Yes.
We promise not to tell anybody.
But we'll reincarnate you as a unicorn.
Yeah, unicorn with a big schlong.
with a big horn.
Oh, man.
With a big horn.
These doors have a handle on the side, right?
Yes, sir, they do.
So we can just open them or have take one.
They're still, they're still difficult to pull open, but it's easier to grab on this side than to just push from the other.
All right, so I'm kind of confused on what I got to do. It says on my open doors, it says 1d8, and then 1 through 7 is in parentheses. And then it says 1d6, 1 through 3 is in
because your normal strength is I think your normal strength was a 12.
Oh, okay. So,
I'm not sure if a 1 to 3 is even good on that, but it has to do with certain situations. But yours is a D8, so you have to roll only an 8 will fail.
Okay, so here we go.
As you grab a hold of the door and there goes my cough. as the door creaks and groans, straining against this massive metal springs that are holding it closed, you pull it open, allowing the rest of your compadres to enter in.
Okay.
Well, everybody except for Zadkill.
Yeah, we can step on top of each other.
Yep. Zadkill, I need you to give me a open doors check, please. Roll a 6-sided dice.
Ah, okay, good. I made it through.
No, you can't open the door because it was not unlocked. As Zadkill pulls against the door, but it just doesn't want to give. Go ahead and try again if you want, sir.
Ronnie will give him a little help too, DM.
Okay. Oh, with Ron Dog's help, you manage to strain your way and eventually pull the door open so that your comrades can work their way through to the next chamber.
All right, so he's holding the door, so I'm going to go through and get to the front so I can go to that other door. All right, and he's going to have to hold that one while I try this door.
Okay.
Oh, well, I opened it, but I'm not supposed to. Okay. All right, so another D8 then. Here we go.
Yep.
Yes.
As you open the door, the third and final door, allowing your comrades through to the other side. You hold the door, waiting for everybody to get through.
Come on, Dad, go!
To the east, you can see the still spinning, tube at the end of the hall.
There you
and
go.
as you look down, you can see that the water in the chamber where you guys met the Kelpies originally is significantly lower. In fact, it's just damp. The first 5 feet that used to be partially underwater is now just wet stone, albeit wet, slippery stone as it's covered in mud. But there is a 5-foot ledge that runs all the way around the room, from here to the left of the door. When you come in, it drops 10 feet. There's like a 10-foot drop right there. But the first 5 feet in, you can see is all mud. The second 5 feet is water, but it's significantly lower, and you can see it's only probably maybe an inch or so of water on the second 5 feet. So the first 10 feet is sort of like a ledge all the way around, partially dry, partially wet.
Yeah, follow the ledge.
Okay.
I don't want to go swimming.
Yeah. Well, I think you took care of the kelpies, so I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys move your way around,
Come on, Zach, Gil.
Yep.
Did you guys look for treasure in this water and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You did.
earlier.
Yeah.
All right. You guys eventually work your way down south. Once again, as you get to about halfway down the entry hall, you see this swirling motion, almost like a vortex, as water continues to get sucked down into the shaft that you guys opened and unlocked when you first arrived. As you get down farther to where the Y intersection is, you see that the glowing barrier is once again up for the exit.
Looks like we can't leave. So, northeast or northwest?
I'm checking out Caraptus' note to see if there's a hint for us.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
we went part of this way, and then we turned around and went this way. So,
Yes, if I remember correctly, the wall was heated up.
yeah. Well, it was the area that had. Yeah, we would have had to figure that out. I'm
Yep.
sure there's some way past it. We might have to strip naked.
What I'm talking about, what could go wrong without your armor and stuff?
Yeah. Well, you know.
Exactly.
Or somebody cast some kind of, like, keep it raining on us or something. I don't know.
Yep.
I have Cloudburst. I could use that.
So, I'm just going to read it really quick since Ronnie No Blight mentioned it. Search ye far or search ye near, you'll find no trace of the three, unless you follow instructions clear, for the weapons abide with me. North past forest, farm, and furrow, you must go to the feathered mound. Then down away from the sun you'll burrow. Forget life, forget light, forget sound. To rescue wave, you must do battle with the beast in the boiling bubble.
Yeah, we did that.
Crossed cavern vast where chain links rattle, lies whelm past water spouts double. Black razor yet remains to be won underneath inverted ziggurat. That garnered, think not that you're done, for now you'll find you are caught. I care not, former owners brave, what heroes you seek to hire. Though mighty, I'll make sure each one my slave, or send them to the fire. So there you have it, as you guys stand at this Y intersection. As we discussed, you guys have already gone up the left-hand passage, and at the end, you found that it was a hallway lined with metal panels, and as you moved through them, things began to get rather uncomfortably warm, and so you elected to go back the other way and went north instead. So now you have two paths to choose, my friends. To the northeast.
Yeah, you guys should have told me about that. I missed that session. I could have memorized controlled temperature?
Can go to the northwest or head to the northeast. It's your call, my friends. Where do we want to go?
We would have told Ronnie about the hallway. I mean, he was there technically.
Yeah, he was.
So if you wanted to memorize control weather, it would have been on your mind. You would have known about it.
Well, I
Or
guess
not.
that's true. Let me look up what level controlled temperature is, and I'm going to pick it, DM.
Okay. And I'm going to need a description for it, too.
Can you see that, DM?
I can. Yeah, I just, what is the, oh, there it is.
So it looks, as long as everybody stayed near me, I could just, if it was getting hot, I can cool it. You know, I can lower it 9 degrees per level of, so I can, let's see, what am I, 10th or 11th level, so I can lower it significantly.
90
Yeah.
degrees.
Yeah, 11th level, so I can lower it 99 degrees.
Well, I mean, that sounds great. Let's go try it.
Yeah, I think we ought to. You said that was to the northwest?
Yep.
Yep.
And stop. As you guys move up this this northwestern, just as Burly Bear gets to where he is at right there, suddenly the floor disappears beneath his feet, and Burly Bear goes splashing into a pit of some sort. Fortunately, Burly Bears can swim, and he finds himself paddling his feet, moving to right about here when he's able to scramble out of a pit that apparently covers the width of the entire hallway.
Oh.
Damn.
So fortunately,
okay?
fortunately, yeah, I was going to say, fortunately, Burly Bear did not hit the pit.
It's not draining yet.
Correct.
Area.
It's, you can see that the water level here is lower, but it's lower by a few inches. So it's still the hallway itself is covered with 1.5 feet of water still. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, Baron.
Oh, sorry, guys.
No, we wanna. Well, I mean, I can.
Oh, I might want to actually join you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna,
the reason I did that is I stopped everybody. I don't know
Yeah.
where Baron's going, but
Yeah, you
I
don't
don't know
know
where
why.
Baron's going either. Get a drink of water, I'm lost.
we got you. Let me put
Okay,
you
let
back.
me go ahead and-
I got you. I put you back in the center there.
Oh, okay. So we're going up the heated passageway.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna use
Oh, great.
control temperature and weather.
Is this the passageway that's heated?
No.
No, it's up ahead.
Okay, because I was going to cast the spell once we got to that spot.
Yeah.
How did
This
we
was
miss the-
passageway with the?
Go ahead.
It was singeing your. It was singeing your scabbard, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're not there yet.
it got so hot it started to sort of, his leather scabbards and stuff started to smoke slightly. Yes.
Yep. Yeah, we're not there yet. It's around the corner.
How did we miss the
I
pit
don't
before?
know. Probably you stupid DM error.
Oh, okay.
Or a thief maybe found it and walked right by it.
Yep, probably, could be, maybe, or a stupid DM
Yeah.
forgot to tell you guys there was a pit there.
And I didn't remind him.
It's all good. It's all right, man. It's all right. There you go.
Is that what it looks like, DM?
Yes, sir, and it covers the entirety of.
Wow.
As Varys pokes down, his pole goes all the way to the bottom, but you do feel a bottom as your pole bottoms out. So it's roughly 10 feet deep, the pit is.
Well, do we want to... I look around and see if I can find something to close it.
Something to
Well,
close it. Oh, yeah, give me a
I'm
search
gonna-
check.
Lever? Yeah.
I'm tempted for Ronnie to go in there because he can breathe underwater and just see there might be something at the bottom of it.
Okay.
I mean, you can.
Doing
We
a
don't
search,
see any
Varys,
spikes,
you
do
don't.
we?
No, well, it's filled with water, so you don't see anything but scummy water on top. So you're not sure what's at the bottom. First of all, Varys, you do a quick search around. Doesn't look to be any kind of a lever or anything, at least on this side of the pit that you can see. But the walls are, while the walls are wet, they are gripping enough that if you wanted to climb walls across, I would give you a climb walls at a minus 10% chance.
Yeah, I mean, unless the wizard wants to make like a wall to walk over.
Right, like a wall of ice or something.
Yeah. I mean, I can
Ronnie,
go-
did you want to go down in to see?
I do, DM. So tell me, what's this water look like before I go jumping into it?
Think about scummy swamp water that's been sitting there for a centuries, just kind of floating there. So there's algae and scum and gunk that kind of floats particulates on top. The water itself is a brackish black. It's like got floating particulate matter in it. What that matter is could be worn stone or earth or dirt or anything like that, but it's just essentially that.
All right. Well, I just toggled my light from my sword, and DM, I'm going to go in there since I can breathe.
And you got that from the ring, right? Or I
No,
forget what,
off of my. Oh, which the breathing or the light?
the light's from your sword, I know.
Yes.
The
The
breathing
breathing's
is from
from the. No, it's a. Hold on, what's it called?
Necklace of adaptation.
Thank you.
The necklace of adaptation.
Thank you. All right, Ronnie, you jump down in the water, and at the bottom, it's silty. Like there's a thick ocean bed sitting on the bottom of this where all the particulate matter has settled over the centuries, given maybe 2 or 3 inches of sandy, mucky mud at the bottom. Give me a quick search check. As you search around the bottom, you don't really find anything. However, about halfway across, you find what appears to be part of a skeleton. You find a head, the upper body, the arms, but there's nothing from the waist down.
All right, well, I'm going to bring that skeleton up to the surface with me, DM, just in case he's got a ring or something on.
Okay. All right, you now have a wet, gunky skeleton out there with you. As you guys watch, Ronnie disappears into the water. He's gone maybe 5 minutes, a little longer than 5 minutes. As you get a little bit worried, he suddenly surfaces on the other side, Burly Bear helping pull his friend and comrade up out of the water, and he's dragging what looks to be a skeleton behind
Oh my
him.
God, it's being attacked by undead. I'm gonna turn on.
I say, oh, gone fishing, huh?
Yeah, found this skeleton down there. Figured he might have something magical on him. We'd give him a look.
As
Once I get across.
Ronnie, as you give him the quick once over, it doesn't appear to be having any jewelry or anything. However, there are markings all over the arm bones and shoulder bones and rib bones as if something has been chewing on him.
Oh shit.
Okay. Do I recognize the bite marks?
Could be animal, could be some other creature, but it's definitely something that likes to eat meat.
All right. Well, that could be just about anything except for those weirdo vegans.
Yep. So,
Well, I
Varys,
duly noted, and I leave the corpse right here on the side, DM, just so that it's not down there in those
yeah,
watery depths.
okie doke. Varys,
All right.
I'm
Varys.
gonna take out some rope and hand it to Declan, hand an end to him, tie it around my waist, and go climb across.
okay, go ahead and give me a climb walls check, please.
Alright. Come on, cheat.
And don't forget it's a minus 10%.
Who had the luck stone?
Me.
As you easily scale your way across.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Corvus, man, what's up, dude? Appreciate you coming by. Cardman, learn music. Look at all these guys. So it looks like
Everybody's
Yep.
Okay, so there's
Whoa.
going to be a rope there that we can hand over hand, right?
Yep.
Oh
So,
man, give me a nat 20.
yeah, whatever. Cardman meant to say DM. I don't know why they can't spell DM correct. They spell it Varys, they spell it Zadkiel, but they never spell it DM. I don't get it. So that's all right. So Varys has a nat 20. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you, Cardman. Nice.
All
I'm
right.
sure that'll come in handy. So yes, you guys
Aaron's
do
going to
have.
cross, but he's going to hope for the best.
All right.
Well,
So
I mean, I have a rope now.
yeah, that's what he's
so
doing. That's what he's saying. He's
Yep.
going across. So
I'm gonna spike it into the wall.
okay.
Raise.
Okay. So
Is it
as you
spiked on this
guys,
side?
oh, yeah, it's spiked on both sides, I think.
Oh, okay,
Sure,
great. Then I can slip in hand to hand.
Yes, that's kind of what
and
we're
wait for the way
looking at.
across.
That is what we are looking at. As you guys, it takes you guys a little bit of time to work your way across, but work your way across that you do. Excuse me. Ugh, excuse me. Didn't mean to do that. Think. Gotta check the date. Yep, I accidentally gave a whole day. Oopsie. There we go. Now I can go by hour. All right, as you guys all slowly move your way across, you get your way down to the end. And as I described previously, a series of copper-colored metal plates line the walls of this corridor. The plates themselves are about 6 foot high by 6 foot wide. They are set into the stone about halfway between the ceiling and floor, forming a smooth, flush surface. The brilliantly polished copper panels extend for about 70 feet or so. So the entirety of this purplish area is where you guys can see that it is the metal plates and whatnot.
And this is where it gets hot.
That is where where Varys started walking across. He got about halfway across before he couldn't bear it anymore and had to head back because his armor and everything was getting ready to explode into flame because it was in contact with his blade. So his sheath was literally getting ready to burst into fire or burst into flame.
So,
So like it was like a heat metal type spell.
That is correct.
Okay. Well, good. I'm not wearing metal, but I'm still going to cast this to help my colleagues, DM.
Okay. Okay. And let me see what the. All right. So Ronnie now has a 10-foot radius around him. Let me. Oops. I always open it up on the wrong one. So let me do this. Gold. Do that color. All right. As Ronnie, I don't know if everybody can see it or not, but Ronnie now has a 10-foot aura around him. It's weird that it's not showing it on the stream. It's
Is
showing
it
it
that
on
yellow circle?
No, the yellow circle is actually Zadkill. There's a blue circle that I made for Ronnie. It's weird that it's not.
I don't see it either.
It's got an aura around it. It's okay. It's showing it only on. It probably shows it on Ronnie's and mine. So.
No, I don't see it either, DM.
That's weird. And so let me.
I'm refreshing to see.
Yeah, I'm just wondering because it says who can see the aura. It says everybody. So I put all. Let me.
We'll see once it reloads here.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see. I'm going to reload the stream too, just to see, because I put it.
See it now.
Yeah, I put as permission for everybody. Now I don't know where that square aura is coming from, unless Ronnie created a square aura.
I see it. So if you refresh it, it hopefully will show up. It shows up for me. So.
Yep, I'm just waiting for mine to update on the stream as it's coming back now.
I'm going to step away and use the restroom.
Okay. Yep, there we go. So now it's showing. Close all these character sheets.
I still don't see it.
Yeah, if you. Oh, that's probably. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's probably Baron because you have to get up to where you can see around the corner.
Okay, I still can't see it.
That's interesting. It's weird that it would do that for some reason. Just, my image froze on the stream version here. I was trying to move it. It's
like Mark Twain, I'm a pessimist, and when things go well, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's weird though. On the DM side, I see a square that's the same size as the circle that I drew for him. So I don't know why it's doing that, but all right, I gotta fix this. This is killing me. We'll just wait for Varys to come back before we kick.
All right, now I see the turquoise circle.
Yeah, I see it. Hey, Ronnie.
Yes.
I'll take your word for it.
Is heat metal reversible?
I think there might be a reverse of it.
I can't get Foundry to reload.
That'd be another
player
option.
Says, yes, there is. It is. Kill metal. God, I've been playing this game too long.
All right.
I can't forget the rules to Rules of Warfare, BattleTech either.
All right. I'm just waiting. When Varys is back, we will continue on. But that being said, what happened before is that the metal began to heat and it began to smolder and smoke. So the daggers and swords that Varys had, that he had them sheathed, it didn't stop the metal from heating up and beginning to smolder and smoke inside his sheaths and whatnot. So.
All right, well, DM, I'm going to start moving up this thing. I mean, I don't know if the other guys can all move at the same time with me.
Yeah, we're definitely
I was going to say, let's get everybody in the. Put Varys and Zadkill first.
We're going to move like they did in the movie with that football team where they all got in the huddle and they all moved together.
Yeah. Oh, replacements.
Replacements.
Where the guy was throwing up. That was hilarious. It's like my favorite. All right, so my thought is that.
I'm hoping that my staff is not going to burn up in my hand.
My thought is that Zadkiel and Varys could move 5 feet, and then everybody else could move 5 feet.
Wait, why'd you put me first? Is there another crab up ahead?
No. Hang on. Hang on.
Okay.
Let's wait for everybody to move. So it's like you are still back here, and Ronnie is up one. So now he moves up one. He moves up one, and Baron moves up one. All right, 5.
I'm going to look behind me just because.
Yep. So as Varys and Zadkiel get to this point right here, suddenly they can feel the armor that you're wearing, Zadkiel, begins to get a little bit warm. It's tempered by the coolness that you feel from the magical spell that Ronnie is providing, but it's still warm to you. Even though Ronnie has lowered the temperature in the ambient space around everybody and it's cool air, he's probably dropped it several degrees right by now, but it still is uncomfortably warm as your metal begins to get hot.
As long as my nether regions don't get sweaty.
Isn't helping?
What's that? Sorry,
Ring of
Bear.
fire.
Yes, the ring of fire resistance is definitely helping. So, Zadkiel, do you have a ring of fire resistance on?
Yes.
Okay, so here's essentially, okay, at 20 feet it begins to get hot. Where the hell is it? I know it just said if you have a fire resistance to fire or whatever. Those protected by fire resistance take no damage. If damage is occurring, those protected by resist fire or fire resistance, like your ring of fire resistance, take no damage if you pass a saving throw versus spells, or half damage if you fail. I mean, if you
Got it.
oh, sorry, no damage if you pass your saving throw, half damage if you fail your saving throw. So you're still going to take damage if you fail your saving throw, just not full damage. But anyway, you're at 20 feet, 5, 10, yeah, at 20 feet right there. Zadkiel and Varys can feel the warmth, and Varys can see and feel the heat being given off by his blades, even though they are comfortably secured in their scabbards. It's still very uncomfortable feeling against your body. Although, like I said, your resist fire, as of right now, you guys don't feel any damage or anything being taken.
And even with the control,
even with the control temperature being lowered, the temperature all around you guys is getting cooler and cooler, and that has sort of a chilling effect on your skin and stuff like that. But anywhere where metal is touching your body, including your rings and jewelry and all the other stuff, is beginning to get uncomfortably warm. It's not affecting that at all.
okay.
Well, we got to move through here, gentlemen. So let's do it.
Well, let's get moving.
All right, if we move another...
How is my staff reacting to this?
Your staff is made of wood, right?
Wood.
Then
Yeah.
there's nothing.
It's not
so...
like smoking or anything.
No, you
Okay,
are
good.
way in the back anyway. So as you move up another 10 feet as to where Varys is at,
Bloody
as to
hell.
where Varys is at. Oop. Hang on a sec.
Oh.
Sorry.
Can we whip out the water and just spray it on ourselves?
Hang on a second. 5, 10,
I could use
15, 20.
cloudburst, but if the heat vaporizes the water, then we'll get steam damage.
Yep.
Oh.
So
Well,
as
I
you
mean,
guys
well,
are,
a save bonus with
This
calendar.
Baron says this keeps getting better and better.
yep, as you move through Ronnie and Zadkill, as you're at the lead points, you are becoming, not so much you, Varys, but Zadkill is becoming extremely uncomfortable as the metal of his chainmail armor begins to heat up all over his body, causing painfulness. It's almost not quite scalding, right? It's like grabbing something hot or having something hot against your arm to the point where it's becoming uncomfortable as your armor continues to heat up as you move further
Do I
ahead.
sense the heat being evil?
No, you do not sense the heat being evil. 5, 10, 15, 20. However, you sense an unholiness up ahead where the hallway opens into some sort of a chamber. And an extreme unholiness up ahead. But where you're at right now, your focus is, Jesus Christ, this sucks. This is hot as hell. As your armor is beginning to singe your hairs on your arm. We continuing forward?
Would a DM, would a fire shield help at this point?
So again, fire shield is more or less protecting against direct fire impingement and stuff like this. This is effectively like a heat metal, right? So there are probably certain super cold spells that might. Well, give me an intelligence check. Yeah, give me an intelligence check, Baron.
Oops, that's a D8. Let's try that again. Well, 1. Great. Doing fine.
1's good.
If you had 2 ice walls put on either side of it, maybe that would work.
I don't know why you rolled 2D.
I don't know why I rolled 2 either. Let me go see.
It's all right. No.
Okay, this time we'll try 1.
All right. There we go. That's even
better.
better.
Okay, that works.
Yep. All right. So you know from your study that certain spells that cause extreme cold will counteract, if not permanently, at least temporarily, spells that cause super hot, right? So like if there was something causing a blast furnace type of a temperature, you could immediately counteract that with a cone of cold or something that causes a super cold type of a effect. If it's 2 spells, they could literally counteract each other. But if it's something like this where it's a permanent type thing, it might at least temper the effects or negate the effects for a certain period of time. But how long that time is, you don't know. But that being said, yeah, you know that super cold could.
Baron will keep this information to himself. He has chosen unwisely.
Have we determined if resist fire helps at all?
So I've already said metagame wise that if you have resist fire, at any time you have to take, if this causes damage, you have to make a saving throw versus spells. If you pass your saving throw, you take no damage. If you fail your saving throw, you take half damage.
Okay.
So
I'm going to cast that on myself then.
So resist fire. Okay. You don't have a ring?
No.
Okay. Baron, do you have a ring?
I have a ring of fire resistance.
Okay. All right. That's what I meant. Yep. All right. And so as you move forward another few feet or so, what the heck is going on with that? It's like as people move in and out of the zone, it's like giving an. It's kind of funny. All right. Let me see. You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right. As you guys get to where you're at right there, Zadkill, the heat becomes literally unbearable. I need. I need. Well, I'll just have everybody do it because if we're going to continue, because technically right now the two that have to save are Zadkill and Varys. Anybody else is going to eventually, unless you decide not to go any further. But Varys, I'm only going to have you roll for it because of the containers of your blades are starting to smoke. And if they fail their saving throw, thank you. If they fail their saving throw, then Zadkill fails with a nat 1. Zadkill suffers from the heat. I'm just going to have everybody roll first. So go ahead, Ronnie. Burly
Everybody
Bear.
roll for save.
Everybody roll a saving throw versus spells, please. Except for
Okay,
Burly
so
Bear. Burly Bear's naked, so he's got nothing.
Okay. Right. Well, that's not going to work. Okay. Oh. I need a 10. Hot damn.
All right. So why aren't you rolling from your character sheet? Is it not working?
I tried to do it, but I didn't get any
Okay.
I didn't get any windows saying go ahead and roll this thing.
Yep. Nope. That's no. Yeah. You don't have to do. You just go to your sheet and click on where it says spells, and boom. Or your saving throws, and at the bottom it says spells. Just click on that and roll it. That'll be fine. But anyway, that's fine. You passed. All right. So
Okay.
Varys, you passed. But you can smell the burning of leather, Varys, as your scabbards are beginning to heat up. Zadkill failed his saving throw.
Well, we're having reruns, I think.
So Zadkill takes 8 hit points of damage as the metal begins to heat. And yeah, it really begins to burn into your skin as you're wearing that full armor. Reese, you passed, so you suffer only half damage. So Reese suffers 1 hit point of damage from the fire. Or from the heat, I should say.
You can probably get moving or find a way to. You don't have any ice spells, do you, wizard?
No, I don't.
I do not either.
Right.
I failed DM my roll.
Yep, that's was looking. I have to do.
I am protected by fire, so I guess I'd get a half damage too.
No. Oh yes, you're correct. See, I made a mistake. Sorry. So Reese doesn't take any damage. Deglin, you have the ring as well, right?
Correct.
All right. So Deglin takes no damage. Baron
So
takes
does,
no damage.
Darren.
Baron takes no damage. Yeah, I don't know why I was looking at it backwards. You succeed, get half damage. I'm an idiot. So the only one that takes the half damage is Ronnie, and I'll give Ronnie Reese's roll. So Ronnie, you take 1 hit point.
Well, I take half damage too.
You failed your saving throw though.
Right, and
that's right. You're half. You're right. So, see, thank you for reminding me. All right, so Ronnie suffered 1.
I applied to DM.
Oh, did you? Thank you. All right, and Zadkill, you had 8, but you get 4 back. Thank you for reminding me, sir. All right, I think I'm good with everybody. Okay, let me clear all these out so I don't. Okay, so from now on, I'm just going to roll 1 dice and everybody gets the same damage. That way it'll be easier. All right, as you guys continue to move your way down the tunnel. Oh, what did I do with my sheet? Are you kidding me? Man, guys, this is just. Glad it's almost break time because it's like I closed down my character sheet and everything. I mean,
what a drag it is getting old.
Yes, sir. But I'm not old. All right, so get me back to where I was. All right, So as you move, all right. So okay, as you get to the 50-foot mark, as you guys want to move yourself another 10 feet or so. All right. First of all, I'm going to need everybody to give me a saving throw versus spells again.
Okay, let's try that. Ah, there it is.
I like to see all these. I like to see all these. All right.
All right,
So-
wait a minute.
Actually,
Hang
Wait a
on.
minute.
mine's passed
Why?
because of my saving throw on my bonus for a paladin.
So you get +2.
Yay.
I get +2 for paladin and +1 for the cloak.
So
Well,
what do you-
yeah, should
what's
have a
your s-
9.
yeah, your saving throw versus spells is 9. So
Oh.
if you
Yeah, it
get a
should
5,
it should count those items, right?
what's that?
No, it doesn't
It
count
should
your
count
items.
those items that we have.
No.
It wasn't doing
No,
mine.
just the protections. Oh, you're right. I failed. Go ahead.
All right. So what were you going to say, Varys, before we go?
Oh, I forgot about the paladin one. Doesn't we all hit it, right? That we're in it.
No, the aura that he gets, it's not for saving throws. It's for you get like saves versus a. They get a negative to
Oh.
attack evil and evil to attack you and
Yeah,
yada yada.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
not. It's not general saving throws.
Yeah, I get confused. I haven't played a Warning
All right.
Paladin in a while.
Yep.
All
No
right.
worries. All right.
But
So
I have +3 though, so I can add to my.
you're gonna add your. Let's see. Yep.
I
You
think
have
I
a
need
+3 and a
four.
+5.
Yeah, and I think I have 7.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll add 4
Okay.
because I
That leaves
only
you.
need 11. So
Yep. That leaves you a +1 and a +3 then available.
Yep.
All right. So Varys passed. Ronnie passed. Reese and Deglin failed. Zadkiel failed, but you guys all have the rings on.
Baron passed.
Yep. And so everybody suffers 1 hit point of damage. If you would please take that off your character sheets, please. As you're standing there, anybody that has a sword or a dagger or anything in their scabbard, the scabbard is beginning to smoke and the blade is beginning to burn through the leather. You
All
can
right.
smell the smoke being given off. You can see the glowing hot redness of the blades, and you can see the glowing of any metallic armor that you guys are wearing. It's beginning to get reddish hot. Right now,
All right,
it's
guys.
kind of a blackish red, but it's beginning to get hotter.
This is not
Are we
working,
going to
guys.
wind up having to are we going to wind up having to drop all of our
Well, we're
weapons?
already almost there, so
just move it.
Hey, just to let you know, I can't edit any of my hit points, so just FYI. But it's
Right
dropping
click.
my hit points, so I don't know.
right click your icon
Okay, Baron
and
is
then click on
taking
the numbers
his
at the bottom.
dagger. He's taking his dagger out of what's left of his scabbard, and he's putting it on the floor, and he's going to kick it forward.
Hang on. What I was looking at, what were you saying to do there?
You
Ronnie?
right click on your icon,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
it shows
Yeah.
your hit points at the bottom, and then you just click on that, and you're
Yep.
going to modify them.
Yep. Did you get that, Zadkiel? Are you able to see that?
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So, Baron, you take your dagger and you kick it across the floor. It goes skittering past Zadkiel and Varys, probably about another 5 feet ahead of them. And you can see that your dagger just begins to heat to the point that it's cherry red. And as it's sitting there, you watch as your blade slowly begins to get misshapen from the intense heat of whatever is causing this.
Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a +3 dagger. Does it get a save?
Yes, absolutely it does. It's just slightly misshapen, but it's not being damaged as right now the magic is holding it together.
Okay. I don't have to roll then.
No, I'm not going to have you roll. It's not that intense for magic stuff.
Can we
I've
run?
got a.
So I'm going to tell you this. You guys can run, you can move fast, but every 10 feet is going to be the exact same thing. You're going to have to save versus spells. If you fail, you take the damage. If you pass, you take half damage. Right? If you have the ring. If you don't have the ring, so it's going to be right now.
And
you
what's
guys.
the ring doing to our?
The
what is
ring.
the ring doing to our hands?
The ring is nothing. The ring is actually you're still being scalded. You're still getting the heat from it, but it's not. The ring is actually protecting you from the majority of the damage. So if you make your saves, you're not taking any damage. But if you fail, then the ring damage is going to be part of it as it's burning into your flesh and skin.
So we gotta make at least 2 more checks.
Going to have to make at least 2 more checks. Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run and do it.
All right. So just go ahead and move everybody up. And then I'll just do... By the time you get all the way through, all daggers, all blades, all sheathed weapons no longer have a sheath. As your blades and everything burn through the leather and ruin their leather sheaths that you guys were holding.
Thank you.
Well, wait a minute. What about the
And
magic?
I kicked my dagger up forwards.
The magic in the blade is fine. The sheath was never magical. It just happened to be when it's sheathed, that's when, the magical effects and stuff. But as of right now, you don't have a sheath to put it in. So first of all,
I want to took it out had I not known that. Had I known that.
Okay.
Well, I'm kicking it forwards.
Like first of
Seems
all,
like the right thing to do.
So first of all, let's go ahead and get everybody out of the zone. Now, everybody give me a saving throw versus spells for the next 10 feet.
Oh well, take some damage. Oh, okay.
Sounds good.
All right. All right, so anybody that failed, let's see, Varys, you have the ring, correct? Varys, you have a ring, right? Ring of fire resistance? Okay. Daglin, you have a ring?
Do I still... I'm sorry.
Yes.
All right. All right. Varys has a ring of fire resistance. Daglin has a ring of fire resistance, correct?
Correct.
Ronnie has a ring of fire resistance.
Well, I have a spell, but same thing.
Same thing, gotcha. Baron has the ring of fire resistance, and Reese had the spell. Zadkiel has a ring of fire resistance. All right. So, Varys failed, so he takes half damage. Baron failed, so he takes half damage. Reese failed, so he takes...
Do I still have a +1?
Yeah, you got a pair of +5s available. You want to use one?
Yeah, let me go ahead.
All right, so Baron passes. Okay, good. So that leaves you a +5 and a +4. Okay, so roll the damage and that. What's that?
Whatever, it's fine. Nothing. It's fine. I'm not taking any damage.
Oh, correct.
I'm
yeah,
very
exactly.
happy about that.
Yep. All right. So Varys and Reese are the two that will suffer. Wait, Varys. Yeah, Varys and Reese suffer half damage. From this roll, it's 3d10.
Good move on my part.
All right, so that was 10 hit points. So you each take 5 hit points of heat damage. So Reese and Varys, please adjust accordingly. And last but not least, everybody give me one final saving throw versus spells. All right, so Reese, you failed by 3. All right, Deglin, you failed by 3. You want to use your points or no?
Yes.
All right, so Deglin.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm going to
Baron
go through one
sucks it up.
I'm going to go through one at a time with everybody, just to make sure that
Yes,
we
sir.
got them all. Yep. Reese, you failed by 3. Do you want to accept the points, or are you going to use your modifier to bring it up by 3?
Do I have one?
I take it back. You don't have any. So Reese is
No,
taking.
I don't think I have any.
I forgot you had none. So Reese, okay. Baron, you failed by
Can't do it.
6, so you can't do it. So you're taking damage. But it's only half damage though, because you guys got the. And Ronnie, you failed by 2. So do you want to use points to take no damage, or do you want to take the half damage?
Nope, we're going to take the points, DM.
Roger that. And that's your last 2, Ronnie.
Excellent. Can't take him to the grave with me.
Yes, sir. All right. So that means Reese and Baron take half damage from 4d10.
Okay, great. Now you're going to roll 10s.
27 divided 2, 13 hit points each. 27, is that right? No, should be 1. Yeah, 13 points apiece. Please adjust your sheets accordingly. As you guys arrive into this strange chamber, you can see that this room itself is also partially flooded with water. Again, it's lower down. You can see the scummy level where the water used to be, about 8 or 10 inches above where the current water line is, so you know it's dropping. In the northwest corner, you can see a flight of stairs climbing up out of the water. The chamber itself here is muck mud. Looks to be some sort of a gathering chamber of some sort, maybe. Not really sure exactly. It's mostly empty and everything's sort of been pushed up along the edges and stuff. However, as soon as you guys step into Zadkiel immediately realizes that there is an unholy presence coming from behind the wall in the southwest corner or the southeast corner. And as soon as he realizes that, a hidden door opens and outpour a small horde of ghouls. And that is
wrong people to fuck.
Are they hot ghouls?
And that is where we are going to pause for our break because we're running a little late. So appreciate everybody that's hanging out with us. We are going to take our quick break right now. In the meantime, we are going to be serenaded by the smooth, silky sounds of an ad coming from Monkey's website.
Throughout Central Florida, Orlando Health is ready to provide expert
You
care
take
to
a
facing one.
nice
And in
15-minute
the
break.
Narcoosseum and
Hopefully that'll
Avalon
be enough for you
areas,
guys to
when you choose
recuperate
Orlando
here.
Health Emergency Room Randall Park, you'll find a place
Hopefully
where
you
We'll
guys
take
will
them
be
dogs.
be back with us when we get back. So in the meantime, hang tight. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.
To learn more about
We'll
our
reload your
high-quality
snacks,
emergency
reload your
services in Orange
refreshments.
County,
See
visit
you on the other side.
orlandohealth.com/ER.
Monkey, get rid of the ads, man. Let's go.
I think you're the only one that gets them.
That's because it's just me, dude. I don't know what's up. One of these days I'll
Oh,
go
yeah.
back and figure out. I don't know. That's because you're the owner, maybe? I don't know. I'll go check it out, so we'll figure out what's going on.
Maybe it's because you're not registered. That's probably why.
Maybe. I'll go back and check it out.
I'm Dan Morgan. One question many people wonder is, does the law firm I hire for my injury case matter? Of course it does. At Morgan & Morgan, we've invested millions into making sure your experience from first call to your settlement is so easy. You can literally start your case right from your couch in just a few clicks. You'll also be able to text your case staff and lawyer anytime you need. We're America's largest injury law firm for a reason. Injured? The choice is easy.
Unlike Aldi, other stores are working overtime to make Memorial Day cookouts impossible to afford. But you didn't hand-stitch the words Grill Daddy into an apron just to hang it in the closet. You didn't curate the perfect yacht rock playlist to only play it on indoor speakers. And you didn't hunt for the perfect grill just to use your stove. So say bye-bye to overpriced supermarkets and hello to that cookout. Because Aldi has unbeatable prices on barbecue favorites. Cookout classics, incredible prices. It's an Aldi thing.
And we are back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Hopefully, you're still with us as we return to our intrepid heroes going beneath White Plume Mountain. They have just walked into a nest of
trap.
Apparently, I don't know about trap, but as they walked into this flooded chamber, seeing a flight of stairs leading out to the northwest, a panel opened in the southeast corner as Zadkiel cried out in warning as a horde of evil creatures begins to make its way out of a hidden chamber there. So, with that being said, let's do this as we move into tonight's real first combat. Probably the only combat, so hang on as we begin. Let us start with actions. Burly Bear, actions.
DM, Burley is going to move to that spot right there and shred these monsters as they approach.
Gotcha. All right, Deglin, action.
You said they're ghouls?
Apparently, yes. Is what
Then I'll. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm sure, then I'll go ahead and I'll use my turn ability, which actually kills up to 6 of them.
All right. Baron, actions.
I'm going to take a 10-foot step back and then
Okay.
hold my action to see what happens with the cleric.
Okay.
And I will cast a spell.
Okay, so you're holding a spell. All right. Reese, actions.
Reese? Are you here, bro? Can you read me?
I don't know if he's back from it.
Oh, crap. Sorry. I was muted. Darn, I wasted that whole speech.
It was a good one, too.
Yeah. Pulled out my Mace of Disruption. Time
Nice.
to eliminate some undead.
Hey, I like it.
I have a 4th cleric that wants one of those.
Ronnie No Blight.
Well, DM, I'm going to move up here behind the party to keep an eye on that direction up those stairs or whatever's that direction.
Gotcha.
With my blaster in hand.
Gotcha. Varys.
I'm gonna step over here.
I'm going to say you're already invisible because your blade is in your hand when it burned away the scabbard. So you are already invisible.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna move over here and stab some ghouls.
Okay.
On my turn.
All right. Zadkiel, action.
Any that right turn anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to bottleneck the entryway and let them come out one at a time.
Okay.
And attack them as they come out.
All right. All right. So first, I'm going to do this because there's absolutely no light that I don't see. So I'm going to drop a light in here just so I can. Color. The hell? Okay. And let me move Burley over here just for a sec. Oh, come on. Seriously.
Burley said no.
It's not. Yeah, it's go try this then. I just want to be able to get a view of the whole thing inside. All right, so at least we can see the. It's weird that. All right. Regardless, let us roll for initiative. All right, as the party goes first, Burly Bear, you go ahead and move him over to wherever you want. And he will await anybody that is incoming.
Well, I'm having trouble grabbing him. Yeah, there you go.
Is that it? And he will await anybody coming in.
Yes.
All right, Deglin, you are up.
Okay. It's an automatic turn, so up to 6 of them.
All right. As you raise your symbol and you call forth to Jaskar and banish these evil creatures from whence they came, you watch as they all turn and they snarl and they smile, and something along their arms begins to glow in evil bluish purple light, and you realize with horror that whatever power your deity bestowed upon you has been negated by whatever power has been bestowed upon these undead creature, and your turn fails.
Oh my god.
Reese, you are up.
Jaskar, you failed me. You've turned from me in my hour of need.
Oh. Am I getting token collide?
It's because you're trying to go through the. So where you trying to move to? Just click on the map and yeah. If you got to move straight over and then straight down. So sorry.
Okay. Well, there we go. I should still be able to attack.
Yep, you can attack that dude right there. Yep.
Whiffed.
Holy crap.
Did you target? No, it's because you targeted yourself and not it.
Oh, duh.
Well, you rolled a 6 anyway, so.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you would have missed anyway. Their armor class is 6, by the way. So yeah, it's weird that you targeted you. It has you targeting yourself as opposed to the ghoul. But yes, you did miss.
Feeling.
Yep. Ronnie Noblight.
Excellent. So I'm moving up here, DM, just so I can see further to make sure nothing comes up our 6.
Gotcha.
Blaster out.
Zadkiel. You watch as Reese moves into the doorway, sort of blocking where you were going to go. So in order to get to one, you're going to have to move into the room.
Yes, we played this dance before. We know what happened last time.
You'd have to go like right here.
As he goes, he sees the ghost of Ukla and says, "Don't do it."
So what are you doing?
This was exactly the same thing that happened.
No, this was you guys were outside the
and Ukla went in, and yeah,
he went in and then he got, but he was by himself then.
Okay, well, he goes in.
Boom! As you step in, you see immediately there are 3 ghouls.
Snap! Too many.
You see 1 to your right, 1 and 2 to your left.
Yeah, I went in too much, but oh well, that's what happens.
Well, you can back up 1 if you want. That's fine.
Okay.
If you didn't want to go that far, that's fine.
Is this a guy in a cage, or is that just decoration?
That's just decoration.
Okay.
But let's just say it's a skull, or skeleton. I mean, just sort of laying out on a.
All right, so I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay.
You're still targeting yourself. That's the same mistake I made.
I mean, do I get to attack them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just okay.
Nope.
All right, here we go. And they're evil?
Oh yes. Yep. You should get your bonus attack automatically when you would roll your attack. If not,
Make sure they don't have one of those tattoos that protects them.
Only from turning.
Okay, I'm on the wrong tab. I guess I gotta go to inventory.
Is turning the same thing as death, or is it different?
Yes, it's the same thing. It's just the effect of the turn is a banishment or just destruction or whatever.
Right. I didn't know if it made any difference.
As you hit. And it did not add your paladin bonus to the.
Yeah, it didn't add any modifiers.
Well, it did. It added +2 for your strength and +1 for the weapon, but it did not add any bonus for your to hit against the ghoul. So.
Oh, isn't the keen blade a +2 weapon?
As far as I know, it's just a +1. It's, I think on your thing, it's at least the setup of it is a +1.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I didn't get the.
Yeah, it's a +1.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. I hit it and then do damage.
What's it's +2 for his thing, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to be effective.
Well, would that put him into the 18 range, which would sever a limb?
Good point.
Take it out.
Good point. Let me double check. Is it 18 that it is for your for the keen blade to sever?
I believe so.
Let's see.
I have to look.
When
at
a
the
wield in combat is thrown, Yeah, man size or smaller, 18 to 20. Natural, unadjusted to hit roll. So he has to roll an 18. No bonus. All right, so you did 11 hit points of damage to it.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And it took it off. Good. I like it. Okay.
Is it?
Cool. All right.
Here we are again, Zadkiel, side by side against the opponents of St. Cuthbert.
Yes.
Sorry about that. I didn't realize that Varys was at the top of the list. He was hidden behind Burly Bear. Varys, you're up.
Well, isn't this a wall?
Yeah, there's you can get in through the door and then get to. Yeah, if you want me to move you in, I can move you in.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yep, you're in. You can see just as you get in, Zadkiel lay the boom on this ghoul as he cleaves through it mightily, leaving it barely standing on the two legs it's got.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and backstab it.
Okay.
Since I'm in here.
Okay.
And
what do we get from Zadkiel's aura?
You make it. It's harder for you to be hit, so they get a -2 on their attack against you.
Oh, okay.
Zadkiel gets other bonuses, but you guys get a bonus to your AC.
Cool.
As you hit.
I forgot to target it too.
Forgot the what?
I forgot to target it.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and roll the. Just go ahead and roll the damage and whatever else for the backstab and stuff. And if you do more than 2 hit points of damage, then pretty sure that's gonna do it.
That's right there. Click on the wrong thing.
Got it. Damage small.
Alright, that's still not working. You haven't set up in here, but it's not letting me pick the right thing. Well,
Let's go ahead and roll it regularly, and then we'll figure it out later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Don't want to hold you up and hold anybody else
there
up.
we go. I guess it did. Alright.
22 hit points of damage. So let's go ahead and just go like this. Oops, wrong one. And as you guys watch as the ghoul in front of you dies at the hand as Varys suddenly comes into view. Baron, let me move this all the way through everybody and back to Baron. Baron,
Okay.
you're up.
All right. This is holy hell. Hang on. There we go. I can see now. Okay. Can I see the ghouls in that chamber?
So from my vantage point, it looks like you could see maybe one of them way over here straight ahead. That's the only one that appears to be in your view right now.
Okay.
Fireball?
I would be tempting.
I double dog on you.
I actually am not going to do anything at this point.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to hold my spell just in case.
Okay. All right. All right. As this ghoul leaps across, charging, but he can't attack because he moved more than 10 feet. His buddy next to him, though, moves up 5 feet. Gets 3 attacks, 2 claws and a bite. That's his first claw attack. It goes after Varys. What the hell?
Minus 25.
Where'd that minus 25 come from?
Don't know, but it's funny as hell.
Effective aura protection from evil? I don't think so.
Well, it is true because when I got resurrected, St. Cuthbert bestowed upon me more power.
I have.
That's why it cost me 1 Constitution.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
there you go.
I'm not surprised by any of this.
Yeah.
It was a combination of St. Cuthbert and Juskar, yeah.
I mean, I did a heroic act, getting vengeance for the Ezekiel's dead. Huh? I don't know.
My deity is intervening.
Attacker or type. That's... Oh. Where the hell did that come from? It says trigger ghoul properties type attack formula minus 25. Where in the hell did that come from the paladin's aura?
I don't know, but I like it.
Yeah, I'm sure most people do. Yeah, see, because here it's based on their alignment, it's a minus 2, but for some reason it's got ghoul minus 25. This is, I don't know where they came up with that, but I don't even think for a ghoul, there's nothing, I just want to make sure that there's nothing special about a paladin versus ghouls. It's just evil creatures, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So it should have been a minus 2, which it did affect on there. Attacker alignment. Yep. So
yes.
Yeah, minus 25.
It's a minus 2, and then if he
I thought maybe
my guys get +2 on their saving throws from anything that is instilled upon them on those attacks.
Yeah. Yep. And again, I was just wondering if maybe there was something additional special about ghouls, maybe in another minus 2, and there was just a typo. But I am going to get rid of that right now.
Oh, this is okay. I found it right here. That's what it says. Followers of St. Cuthbert who don't have a Holy Avenger get an extra bonus on aura.
All right. So let's see. He rolled a 10. He missed anyway. He rolled a 10 minus 2 is an 8. So that misses Varys anyway. But I have since fixed that problem. So that was that's his first claw attack. His second claw attack is going at Varys as well. And a 10. See? Why is it not...
Still doing it.
I wonder if there's... No, I removed it. I wonder if it's because it was already set in...
combat mode.
Yeah. Here. Auras. Effects. Yeah. It changes. Make sure that all of this... This is absolutely bananas. All right, so now let me do his bite attack. Is going at Reese. I just want to make sure that a 10, 10 still misses you. So, and so his bite attack is going at Reese. Yeah, it's still giving him. That's crazy. I don't know why it's actually still doing that, but that's okay.
The gods have spoken.
Gods have spoken, exactly. Okay, so he missed his 3 attacks as the next ghoul moves up. And his 3 attacks are all going at Zadkiel. Okay. Come back.
You know they all hit. Crits. Come on.
Yeah. Hoping. Yeah, why? I took it off there. I don't know why it keeps like setting it there. It's got to be something set in because the combat's already done. So 13 minus 2 is 11. Yeah, his I'm going to add plus 25 on my thing, so here comes his second. Missed by 11. And it's not. God damn it. It's still showing your armor class as -6. That's what's irritating me. Because your armor class isn't -6. So your armor class should be at most a -3, and I'll give you that benefit of a doubt of a -3. Now I got to get my...
No, it's actually -2, like you were saying. I looked it up.
Did you? Okay. So,
yeah, I believe so, because the cloak can only protect me on AC if I don't, like he was saying, if only on leather magic.
Right. Okay. All right. So
or no armor.
-2. So he needs an 18 or better to hit. So that misses anyway. All right. So now he's going to try his bite.
That said bite.
Did it say bite? Oh, then his second claw. It's fine. Claw attack. And whiffed again. Imagine that. Okay. So that's it for that ghoul. All right. This one is going to attack Reese first. His claw.
Oh!
That one.
And one of his arms falls off.
Second claw attack. Misses. Bite attack. Misses again. Could have used one of those nat 20s out there in the real world. He can't be in there. Okay. He'll just go up here. Ah. All right, as this guy gets his 3 attacks on Zadkiel. Claw, bite. Oh, he might have actually hit. No, he needed a 18. He rolled a 17.
He's got to roll. They got to roll a nat 20.
Yeah, basically they do. Actually, you know what? I am going to use one of my points to put that over the hump. So that claw, this claw attack hits. First of all,
you fiend.
2 hit points of damage to Zadkiel. Make sure that it took it off.
Is that taking off, or do you want me to?
I'm looking to make sure that it did or not. It says you have 52 now, so it looks like it took it off.
Yeah, I did.
So that's 2. I need you to give me a saving throw versus paralysis, please.
Versus paralysis.
Okay.
Paladins are immune to disease and stuff, right? But
not paralysis.
Where's that?
I just want to remind you, you have a bunch of +5s if you need them.
Yeah. All right, as you make your save anyway.
Oh, good.
Yeah, well, the only way I would fill it is if I had, I'd have to roll a 3.
Yep. All right, so here comes his second attack.
Which it can happen because I rolled a 1.
Second claw attack. As he misses that one, and his bite attack. As he misses on the bite attack.
So that would have failed me for the...
Yeah. All right. That is all of the ghouls as we are back to the top of the order. I need, Baron, you need to remove that spell slot for the spell that you were holding because you've just lost your spell because you did not cast it in this
Got
turn.
it.
All right. As we are back to the top of the order, actions, Burly Bear, still with the claws hanging out, waiting for them to come out.
You know what, DM? He's going to go over and join Ronnie on rear guard since it's full room in there.
Okay. Deglin?
I'm going to move up to the door, and if anyone gets a claw attack that makes them paralyzed, I can use a spell to remove paralyzation.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So just so you know, if you prepare the spell...
Well, I'll wait until somebody gets hit with it.
Yeah, if they get hit with it, the thing is you have to call your action before the turn, right? So you essentially you have to say I'm preparing the remove paralysis spell because otherwise it's not ready to go when it's your turn. And if somebody gets paralyzed, you'll have to wait till next turn to say I'm casting remove paralysis.
Exactly,
So,
but they'll only be down for one turn. So
okay, sounds fair. All right. Baron, action.
I'm going to stay exactly where I am and prepare another spell and stick my and look around for something to shoot at.
All right. So you can see if you moved over about another 5 foot, you could look right down in the room and you can see probably all the critters. Like if you were to move.
Okay, then in that case.
So say if you could.
Okay, then in that case, if I can see him, I will go ahead and cast a spell.
Okay. All right, Reese, you still have your mace. Ronnie,
Swinging the mace.
You're still on watch. Varys,
Yes.
your action.
Using the longsword.
Okay. And Zadkill.
Yeah, I'm still doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
I gotta replace the scammer and turn back invisible. So
That's true. That's kind of funny.
yeah, that's why I wanted to save that one. That's okay.
My fault. All right, as we go back to the top of the order. All right, Ronnie, go ahead and move Burly Bear to wherever he wants to be moved to. Varys, you are up. Oh, I apologize. God damn it. All right, that's fine. Burley's moved.
Right.
Party still got the initiative. I accidentally sent us back a turn. So, all right, Varys, you're up.
Yeah, I was trying to zoom in and it keeps moving.
Yeah, whenever it changes somebody, it moves. I hate it, but there's no setting to stop it, and it irritates me.
All right. Well, let's see. None of these are wounded yet, right?
That is correct.
Trying this guy.
Okay.
Can't backstab him, so I'll just stab him.
That hits.
And maybe I'll use my next 20.
7 hit points of damage. Let's see what we got. Yep, that took him off. Okay.
I'm done.
That's it. All right. All right, Burly Bear's already moved. Deglin.
All right, I'm just gonna move down, I guess. I can't reach any of them through the door, right?
Not unless you have a range like a spear or something like that, or a. I don't even know if your cleric have a ranged weapon.
I have a stone baton. It's not gonna.
Yeah, no.
Shame you don't have a trident.
Yeah. That's funny. All right, so you are at the door awaiting to see anybody drop. Reese, you're up.
Yes. Let's see. Target this guy. And swing the mace.
Can't believe you missed by
Another
3.
miss.
Missed by
Dang.
3.
The Mace of Disruption doesn't have a bonus?
+1.
That would have been missed by 2 then.
Yeah. Are you? Yeah, are you sure it is a +1, right? Make sure that we look at that because I don't know why. Yeah, it's supposed to be plus. Oh, it's a +2 +1, so it should be 1. Oh, that's damage. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, in the description it doesn't even say. Somebody find me the description, please, on what it says for attack mod.
I'm looking now.
It's in the DMG. It appears to be a +1 mace, but has neutral good alignment. Blah, blah, blah. If the Mace of Disruption strikes any undead creature or evil creature from one of the lower planes, it functions similarly to a cleric turning undead. It really doesn't say anything more about pluses other than that first line.
All right, so it acts like a +1. So I just corrected that. So I just corrected that. So at least next time, if you miss by 1, you'll actually hit. So.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Ronnie, no blight.
Well, DM, he's just pulling rear guard.
Okay. Do you want to go up the stairs and check around or anything like that?
I actually do, DM.
Okay. Go ahead, and as you go up to the top of the stairs, around the corner, you find that there is a door. The floors up here are dry, as if the water has not been up here in a really long time.
All right.
The door itself is just a regular door. It doesn't appear to be like any one of them special water doors you've been through or anything like that. It looks like a normal dungeon type door.
Well, I'm just going to keep my weapon drawn on that door in case it tries to open.
Okie doke. Nicely done. Okay. Zadkiel, you are up, sir.
All right, I will attack the same one I attacked first.
You should get 2 attacks this round, right?
Yep. I believe it was this one, I think.
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, I'm going to attack him first.
It better not give you a +25. I'll be pissed.
No, I have changed it. It would be only 26.
Oh, no. As you hit. Oh, wow, that's awesome. You actually hit. Even without your additional aura bonus. All right. Go ahead and roll your damage, sir. Eight hit points of damage as you slam into it, cleaving through it, but not taking the creature down. It still stands.
All right. Well, I will take another swat at it.
I don't think you can hit it. You don't have the
Probably
balls.
not.
You don't have the balls. Or the blades.
I don't have any balls. So I was rezzed.
Nice. There's another hit. As you cleave a second time, dropping the ghoul where it stands, as one of its comrades seeks to fill the void of the dropped ghoul. Baron.
Okay, let's see.
You can see that your friends are semi-swarmed with probably 7 or 8 unholy fiends trying to swipe and claw their way to eat their flesh.
Okay. So let me go move this over here so I can go use my sheet. Okay, I will cast a magic missile against every ghoul I could see.
So it looks like you can see 3 of them are in your purview. There's one right here, one right here, and one right here. So just cast the spells, see how much damage it is, and we'll divide it by however many missiles there are.
Okay, let's see. I targeted that one. Let's see. I'm going to try to target the next one.
I think you have to shift target, right?
I'm using the T command.
Yeah. Once you target one, it untargets the other, so I'm not sure.
Oh, great. Okay, well.
So I'm saying I think you have to shift. You have to hold the shift button or the control button, one of those two, to do multiple targets. Deglin,
okay.
Reese, you guys still done this? Multiple targets is it?
Hey, he just got it.
Okay,
oh,
yeah.
There you go. And you got one more. There you go. You got them. Good to go.
Okay.
It's control, right?
Yeah.
It's shift.
Oh, okay. Shift, then click. Okay.
Yep. All right. So you do
okay.
that.
So I see 3 of them. First, the front 2 are going to get 2 magic missiles,
okay.
and the back one is going to get a single.
All right. So just click cast and then do the missiles. And I think just do damage 1 missile, and then we'll apply it twice to the other 2. Twice more to the other 2. 4. 5 hit points of damage each. So another 5 to the other 2. So these 2 take an additional 5.
Okay, so I can see 2 of them are standing.
Yep, 2 of them are standing. 1 of them you took him out.
Okay.
Nice.
Good.
Nice.
This has been a good night.
Yeah, it has. Not too shabby. All right. Now it is the ghoul's turn.
Okay, let me untarget them.
Okay. As this one once again targets his claws at
Let me try to untarget it. Okay, let's see.
There you go. Good to go.
Okay.
As he targets Varus with his first claw. 15 misses. Dang it. What's he got to get to? Missed by 3? Ooh. Should I? Nah, I'm going to save. I'll just go another claw attack. Oh, this claw attack misses as well. As final is bite attack. Oh, dang. I'm going to have to get rid of some of your armor, Varus. You know what I mean? All right. As this ghoul, all 3 targets against Zadkiel. Misses. Claws again. Yep. 15 minus 2. Yep. And his bite. Oh! Damn you, Nat 20. So close. Alright. As that one misses, the next one, as he targets Reese for his claw. Misses Reese with a 1. Misses Reese with another 1. This is just not... Oh, come on. A 15 doesn't even hit. You know what? I am going to use my 2 points. That brings me down to a +5 and a +2. Use my 2 points to hit Reese with his bite attack. As Reese suffers 4 hit points of damage, of piercing damage, and I need Reese to give me a saving throw versus paralysis. And don't forget to add +2 to that, because you do get a +2, I believe, on your saving throws from being in the zone. Just go ahead and roll regular it should apply the +2 if it doesn't. Well, you saved anyway. Yeah, you added it, so it did not add it for the maybe the bonus. Maybe the Paladin's aura doesn't give it on saving throws. I thought it did, but that's fine. Regardless, you saved. All right.
Yeah, it does. It just doesn't on the program here.
Yep. So I need to make sure I add that to it. So I can add that to your aura. All right. And this ghoul is going to move up and once again target Reese. Oops, forgot my 25 modifier. Doesn't matter. It didn't hit anyway. Another claw. Oh my god.
And another arm falls off.
Telling you, man. And another miss. This is just not even fun. All right.
And I cheer St. Cuthbert. I go, thank you.
Yes. More.
It's not even close to being
St.
fun.
Cuthbert rules.
Or divine intervention.
Yeah. And bite. Oh my god.
Another fumble. These things are losing limbs right and left.
This is
I'm
absolutely.
going to have to refresh.
Okay. All right. I accidentally went over, but that's fine. Who goes first? All right. Actions. Burley and Ronnie still keeping rear watch.
Yeah, Burley's going to move next to Ronnie, but they're going to have rear watch.
All right. Deglin is hanging
Same.
and waiting.
Yeah.
All right. Baron.
Baron's going to move to the base of the staircase.
Okay. And Varys. Attack, I'm assuming. Same.
Yep.
All right. Zadkill.
Same. Just keep
All right.
attacking.
All right. So, and I'm assuming Reese is doing the same. So,
St. Cuthbert, let thine mace ring true this time.
all right. Once again, targeting Varys. Oh, so close, but not even close. Oh, so close again. Missed by 2. Should I roll it to hit? No, I'm not even going to worry about it. And the bite. And wildly missed. As the next ghoul targets Zadkiel instead. Uh, 14 misses. 12 misses. Come on, give me a 20. I got to get a 20 sometime. And misses. Who rolled that? Somebody else? That was weird. All right. Next ghoul.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move myself up to the staircase.
All right.
It said I was next.
Actually, you're not next. Right now, it's the ghoul. The ghouls are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, you will be next after this ghoul. You're technically. It has you all the way at the bottom of the initiative, but you're not doing anything, so it doesn't matter. So, all right. Claws at Reese. Misses. Another claw. Misses. This is absolutely insane. And I rolled a 14 and I still miss. Your armor class is 1, right? Reese, just want to make sure.
But it's 2 less because of the aura.
Well, yeah, but I mean that you don't take it off the armor class. Technically, what it does is it takes off there to hit and stuff, so it drops to essentially the same thing. But yeah.
Yeah, you take it off the roll because if you take it off the armor class, it may still be the same roll as 1 or 2 armor classes higher.
Exactly. All right, Varys.
All right.
Let's just take care of these things, guys. I'm tired of trying to hit you. It's absolutely, absolutely not worth my time.
If I miss, I'm going to use my nat 20 anyway.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I have a question.
Sir?
Shouldn't the spellcaster be at the top of the initiative?
Only if you're casting spells. Only
Yeah.
if you're casting
Only if
spells.
you're casting spells.
Yep.
Okay, fine. Just checking.
Yep. That hits. As you take out one of the ghouls. Thank you. Burly Bear is moved. Welcome home, son. How are you? How was the convention? Nice. What's that?
Yeah. The door was broken.
Oh no.
So it didn't really get fixed until like Friday.
Declan, you're up.
I can't get in the door,
that's right,
so
I forgot.
yeah, I'm just gonna stand there.
You don't have like Spirit Hammer or nothing like that?
I can. You want me to cast it? We only got 3 left. I'm just gonna let him do it.
Weird. Oh, that's
use
why.
Your staff or your sling.
I don't have a sling.
Oh. Throw some holy water.
Just some wall of water? I don't have that spell.
Holy water.
Oh yeah, I guess I could throw holy water at him.
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Sure, let me do that.
All right. Go ahead and grab you a holy water. Make sure you decrement the number of holy waters that you got. Roll it to hit.
Probably splash effect. I
armor
needed
class-
I needed a
class
10
6.
to hit.
Okay.
Oh, I got a
So-
+2 for my strength. I forgot about that.
Yes, I will. Yep.
Well,
you gotta
it's-
pick your
it's-
dex
it's-
adjustment.
Yeah,
not
it's a dex.
strength.
Yeah, it's not it's dex, not strength when it's a throw.
Oh,
it's
a
a
throw.
ranged weapon
yeah,
is considered.
So, yeah, I missed. So it's just
All right,
splash
so give me a 1d8, please. Don't know.
Oh,
why
I
wanted
rolled
to roll
2. I don't. It keeps doing that. My
8.
mouse is doing
So,
something funny.
yep, that's fine. So as it lands right here on the other side of it, go ahead and roll a 1d4, please. As it splashes up and you see the ghoul howl in pain as some of the holy water splashes as it crashes to the floor. It splashes up on the back of its leg, causing it to sizzle and pop. But the ghoul still stands because you did not hit it directly. Reese, you're up.
Why does it always do that? Zooms out.
So it's essentially because it's focusing and then it sort of resets. And there's no setting in the game that I can find that says quit zooming out. I don't want you to zoom out, but for some reason it does.
There is, if you go to the settings.
Right. Finally.
Nice. Finally. Sorry, Ronnie, you were saying? If I go to the one that says don't zoom?
Yeah, under configure settings, and you scroll down kind of towards the bottom, it's zoom in on whose turn or something like that. Let me look for it.
I swore that I unchecked that every time, so I don't know if it's rechecked, but I did uncheck that. So go ahead.
Yeah, I have to go back and check it every couple games. They're uncheck it.
Yep. All right, Reese, go ahead and.
I don't think I need to roll damage. He's dust.
What does it say? It acts like a turn, though. Acts like turning, though.
If the Mace of Disruption strikes any undead creature or evil creature from one of the lower planes, it functions similarly to a cleric turning undead.
Yes.
The mace causes such creatures to roll on Matrix 3 as if the wielder were 12th level.
Yep.
If the creature struck scores equal to or below the number shown is disrupted and slain. Thus, skeletons, zombies, ghouls, shadows, and wights are instantly blasted out of existence,
and that's
as
what
are gas and even wraiths.
That's why I'm saying it affects it like it is a turn, right? I mean, it's a semantics thing, right? But it affects just like a creature being turned. So the problem is that these creatures cannot be turned. So
they'll take damage.
They'll take damage, absolutely take damage, so you can roll your normal damage.
Actually, it says further on
yes.
that
Correct.
I forgot they were protected.
If they succeed the save, they take like 2 times damage plus 2 times a bonus.
Yeah, exactly. Regardless, so that's what I said. They're not affected by turns. So, and again, you can look at it two different ways. You can say, well, the weapon isn't really turning them; it's a turn-like effect. But to me, it's like, yes, a turn effect. But anyway, that'd be my call for now. We can always argue it offline.
But they should take the damage. Though.
Well, he did. He took damage. He took it. He killed it. He rolled it.
Oh, okay.
Yep. All right, Ronnie.
Just pulling guard, DM.
All righty. Zadkiel, you're up.
Okay.
2 attacks this turn.
Zadkiel, take one of them out.
Yeah, I'm going to take the one out in front of you.
There's one that's already dead.
Yeah, no, but this one right here that can get them. That way they can.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, I can move in then next round and get the other one.
Or you can do that ranged. That way you don't get hit. I can take the attacks. All right, so here we go. Of course, that's what I said last time, but I did take it just to survive it.
Nice.
Why did it move the screen?
One blow. One blow as you take him down.
All right, it's only 2 left. Come on.
I get that one next. This is where I get my 20. Here goes. Come on, St. Cuthbert. You owe me.
If you get a nat 20 here, I'll give everybody a nat 20.
Oh, so close.
So close.
Let's see what it falls off. Nat 18.
Oh, that's right. It's a nat 18. Yep. Go ahead and roll your
100.
I think it's a D100. Let me double check. Keen Blade.
What is it like? Is it like a slash?
So on a, actually, it's not a D100. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just need you to roll a 6-sided dice for me. Oh, as you slice through, cleaving through its left arm, as its left arm from the shoulder down just goes flopping away, removing one of its attacks. I still need you to roll the damage though, D8 plus whatever. As you do an additional 7 hit points of damage to it. All right, that's Zadkiel's turn.
Stay away. Let me just get hit, because if you get hit and paralyzed, you're paralyzed for a week.
Yeah, for a while. Ghouls aren't that bad. Ghasts are. All right, Baron. You are up to move yourself, sir.
Thank you. I just have to be able to do it.
Yeah, just click where you want to move to. I'll move you there.
Okay, let me go zoom out here. Yeah, the staircase is over there. That's where I'm going.
Cool. You are at the stairs now. All right. Mm-hmm. Anybody changing their actions now that you're free to move, Varys? Do you want to stay where you're at, or are you going to move to attack them? Or
no, I'm going to move and use my nat 20.
Okay.
I'm probably all over.
Okay. Perfect. All right. As we go into the next turn. All right. As the creatures go first. Why is it? Damn it. And I have to do it again.
Like it's duplicating things tonight.
No, because the problem with this stupid thing, when it starts the initiative, it sets the initiative as at the second creature instead of the first creature at the top of the list. So I try to back it up to go to the top of the list, and it rolls it back to the previous turn. So I'm like, what in the hell is going on? So I am just not going to worry about it. And we go this ghoul. All right. As he targets Zadkiel.
With one arm.
With one arm. He gets his... Uh-oh.
I think it fell off again.
My, hang on, I'm going to have to refresh the stream one because it suddenly went black. All right, he rolled and missed. And now he's going to do his bite attack. Sorry, stream. For some reason, it went black.
It's on an ad.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. Well,
yeah.
Just, can you somebody type in there, sorry, if the stream is, when they come back, if it's black. Because something reset on Forge on me. All right. There we go. We're back. And as this ghoul targets Zadkiel as well. And this one has 2
shame
arms.
on them.
This one has 2. And he still misses. A nat 1.
I've only got 1.
Jiminy Christmas, man. How many nat 1s have I rolled tonight? And I have yet to hit anybody unless I've used my points.
I think you didn't roll enough. That's what it is.
Was that what it was? Okay. And...
Yeah, I think you hit Reese.
Yeah, because but the only way that I hit Reese or Varys or whoever else I hit was because I went and used my points to get me up a couple. I have yet to hit anybody. Yeah. All right, Varys.
Well, Forge rebooted.
Yeah, it did for me too, and that's why. So we'll give you a second. You want me to just skip you, or do you want me to wait for you to come back?
Back.
You just move me to the jewel that's down, like the furthest away.
Yep.
Like
I just moved you diagonally down 2 squares, so that way Reese can move in between you and Zadkiel if he wants to.
And
yes, thank you.
Yeah, so there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not moving me.
Yeah, I moved you're already there. Yeah, I moved you. It's not. It might not be showing on your screen, but I moved you. So.
All right, I'm gonna turn it this way then.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all wonky.
Yeah, it's showing that you targeted him on the stream.
Yep.
So. I guess if we stream too long, boom, as you hit with an 18. You want to include your backstab because he was actually turned toward Zadkiel attacking. So you just want to, if it's not doing it through the stream, we can just roll the damage manually and I'll just apply it manually.
I have to put some macro, right?
Yep, you took.
Wow.
He's gone.
Nice.
He's gone. And Burly Bear's hanging out up there. Deglin, you can move in the room if you want, but you won't be able to attack or anything.
There's nothing to attack. I thought everything's dead.
There's one left.
One left.
If I move into the room, I can't attack, even if I went here?
No, not unless there's something. Not unless you have a spell or something. You're gonna.
No, I'll just leave it.
All right, Reese.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over to. Why can't I move?
Where do you want
it's
to move
trying to target me. Let's try this. There we go. Moving here, and then I'm going to target this guy and swing the mace at him.
Oh,
missed
you missed
again.
Oh, you know what's interesting? What's not there? Okay, it's not showing it on the stream, but it's showing it on the showing on the stream, but not my DMs. Okay. Anyway, yep, you're good. I want to look at something here real quick. What do you need to hit armor class 6? I think you needed another 5 points. I think you're 5 off. Never mind. It won't matter. I was thinking if Zad kills 2 points, it'd help you, but it doesn't.
I don't know, but I've
I
decided
need a 10 to hit armor class 6.
Yeah. You need a what?
A 10.
Yeah, you need 5 more. Okay. All right. Ronnie Noblight. Nothing up there for
Just
you yet, sir.
pulling guard, DM.
Roger that. Zadkiel, you're up. Single attack this time.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, I was so quiet. I've been doing awards for my students.
It's all good. It's all right. They don't deserve it.
No, they don't.
Not sure why you rolled a... Oh, Ronnie? Yeah, you don't hear anything, Ronnie.
All right, I'm going to attack that guy with the thing.
The guy with the thing.
That dude right there, next to the other thing. Here we go.
Okay.
Did I miss it? There it is. That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Ooh. That's a hit.
Nice. As Zadkiel comes in for the kill, calling upon the power of St. Cuthbert. And when all is said and done...
Yes, the power of St. Cuthbert has once again.
I'm going to teabag him.
Has once again defeated the evil undead.
Yes, as you guys...
Junior high school.
So, did they have tattoos or did they have bracelets?
They had some kind of a metal bracelets bred into their skin. So it was like somebody melded these metallic bracelet items that melted in, bled in with their skin. So it's part of their flesh, if you will.
We can't dig any of them out.
Sure you can. Yeah, if you want to dig them out, you can. It'd take you about 5-10 minutes or so to dig them out, but yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to take these back to the church and see if they can analyze it and come up with a way to overcome them.
Yes.
Right, Zadkiel? You agree?
I agree, yes.
All right.
Okay.
Just let me finish this teabagging this last one. Hold on.
Stop it. All right.
Children.
You teach junior high. You're not in junior high.
All right.
Those things are nasty, man. They've been chewing on flesh and stuff. I wouldn't put my nads near.
Do we need to search this room?
It's up to
Sure,
you if you
we
want
can
to.
search. Yeah, search the room.
All right.
He got resurrected.
We evil and then we loot.
He's no longer Zadkiel the righteous. He's Zadkiel the raunchiness.
All right, you guys spend about 15 minutes, 20 minutes or so investigating this room. You find nothing, but you do manage to carve out one set of the bracelets that were embedded in the ghoul's flesh.
That's all we need.
I want to detect to see if there's more evil.
No, nothing as intense as when the ghouls were alive, although this entire complex does have its own unholy vibe to it. And as you guys move up to the far stairs to join your comrade Ronnie Noblight, that is where we are going to end tonight's game.
As we approach him, a van comes by and grabs him.
Yeah.
He says he's got free candy.
I got some free candy root with acorns.
Good session tonight, guys. Welcome back, Zadkiel the Righteous.
Yep.
It is most excellent to have you back.
Thanks to St. Cuthbert.
Yes. Well, thanks to you all.
Jaskar actually did this.
Yeah.
Well done, well done.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes. Whoever.
I
everybody.
The
old guy has to go to bed.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
All right, dude. We will see you next time. For the rest of you that
Can't wait.
For the rest of you that have spent the night with us, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. As I mentioned, for those that were listening previously, I do have a new 5e stream that is going to be starting. We were planning on starting this coming Thursday, but the players opted to try to do at least one more face-to-face game at my house before we move it online. So instead of the 16th, I've actually already updated the schedule. We'll be starting what looks to be on the 23rd of May. We'll have our first of the new session. Hopefully you guys will join us and come hang out with us to check it out. It is a Forgotten Realms game. It is not starting from the very beginning. They're already 4th level. They're going through Waterdeep heist. So they're definitely having a good time. My intention is whenever that's done, I want to move them over into Greyhawk. I think they want to do, at least I know my son does. He wants to do Curse of Strahd. So I'm just going to place it in Greyhawk, even though it's not in Greyhawk. I'll move them over to the Land of Mists as the adventure begins. But yeah, so I hope you guys will join us for that. We were not able to stream Friday because, I had 2 players out, which is not that bad. I could have run it, but one of the players that was missing on our Friday game was actually the centerpiece for this whole arc of the adventure. And so they just completed the caves of Lost Caverns of Judge-Canth. They've got the items from Igwil's Cavern. They were getting ready to head out and now head back with these items to determine how these items help our dwarf and his family and how it relates to a lost dwarven clan. And so, again, it's all his arc, so he obviously couldn't be missed. And so he had some work that he was doing. So we elected to play this upcoming Friday instead. So if you follow our 5e game, normally this is our off week, but we're just going to do this week and then back to back next week. Hopefully nothing will fall through. As long as I got at least 3 players and the 1 player there that's part of this arc, Ragnar, our dwarf, then I'm playing it because it's going to be a lot of role play, a lot of traveling back to his home city of Ixag in Perrinland. We'll have a little bit of stuff going on with our magic user, Perviskro, because Perviskro is an escapee from a particular magic users guild from Keeland, and they have actually been tracking him and following him, and when they found out he was going into the caverns, they sent him a little birdie that said, hey, there's a really cool book down there we would like for you to get for us. And so now he is in possession of the Demonomicon of Igwilf, and so he is to deliver it to them. So we're going to see how that goes, if he decides to try to keep it or not, because that could be a fun arc as well. But that being said, all in all, appreciate you guys hanging out with us tonight. I am going to go figure who we want to go follow, or I should say raid into. So give me uno momento so I can kind of look and see. Let's see. Looks like Mini Ruckus is out there. He's always fun. Blackwater D&D, DDO Stream, Fabled 42. They're kind of fun. Swole Initiative. What about Casters and Castles? I haven't seen them guys in a while. Anybody looking on the stream can see who we're following. We got Casters and Castles, Folk and Myth, Lollygaggers, Perception Studio, but they're just chatting. Swole Initiatives doing some art. Fabled 42, DDO Stream, Blackwater D&D, Game Master Eric. Ooh, we should go check them over and see what they're doing. They're looking... Those guys, yeah, let's get those guys. Eric's a good dude, man. You know, we got a few people left. We can go over there and figure out who we want to raid. So let's do that. Eric's a good guy, man. We just started following Eric, and every time we've gone, he's always given us shout outs and stuff like that. So we want to make sure that we show the love back. So in the meantime, hopefully you'll be back with us next week. Great stream. Thanks to all of you for giving our players the nat 20s and giving us the cheers to give us a few bonus points here and there. Every little bit helps. I said it before and I'll say it again. Every dime you guys feed into us, we feed right back into the stream in some way, shape, or form. But we will see you this coming Friday. As I said, same channel, same time. Just it's our 5th edition Parentland game. And then, as I said, look forward next week. We'll have 3 streams next week, Monday, Thursday, and Friday. So until then, give over there to Game Master Eric. Show him some love. Tell him where you're coming from. Give him a follow. Give him a like. Hell, subscribe to his channel if you like what you hear and stuff. Until then, just remember, in a world you can be anything that you want. All we ask is that you guys be kind. We will see you next time. Peace.
Peace.
I decided I'm going to buy reprints of these books since I don't have to use my originals.
Does this have to be someone? Okay. He's going to cast a
I just got timed out for 20 seconds, 25 seconds.
Which guy is it?
This guy here.
Yeah, I'll counterspell that.
All right.
Because I spammed emotes.
So you counterspell that because you have blind sight,
Crazy.
which allows you to see that he's trying to cast
Iger,
vision.
did you?
It's a 4th level spell.
Yeah.
You need the
Did you get timed out?
charisma check.
No.
I had too many, I guess. I had too many emotes.
I put 7 on there.
Yeah.
Correct.
You see it?
So with the 21, you stopped it. Got it. So Miss Rose.
Yes. Okay, so Real Rose is going to attack the Abishai that's between the two.
Fireball!
So here we go with cast.
For the win.
Boop.
Does anybody have any
sure that
discounts for Drive-Thru RPG?
Man, did I really roll?
For what RPG?
Drive-Thru?
Yeah, nothing. 8.
I don't
2.
know.
Wow. But then the damage.
Why? What are you trying to get?
No, I decided I'm gonna buy reprints of the monster manuals, both of them in the handbook and the Dungeon Master Guide. So I don't have to use my originals
6, 2,
Nice.
and 5.
Nice.
Jesus.
Still hits.
because I'm looking at the prices
I
of these
know, it's just
originals.
like-
I'm like, man,
man, if
Yep.
it wasn't for Elven accuracy,
they're not
I
in
would
best
never hit
shape, but
anything.
you know, I mean, the ones that they're pricing.
And then
Yeah.
Mine are in good, pretty okay shape.
just gonna
They're
do
in
an
used shape,
unarmed
but
attack.
they're not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Kool-Aid and all that.
2, 2,
Right.
10.
Right.
And then Shadow Rose is going to do 3 attacks. 1.
I think one still has a price tag on it.
I think that might kill him.
What level are these guys? Does anybody know?
Oh,
He said
hold on,
17th.
Yeah.
He says they're fighting fiends at level
2.
17.
And then
Nice.
so
Yeah, I don't know
Ever
this
smoking
guy.
bottle fighting fiends at
she's
level
going to
17.
use her bonus
They're immune
action to
fire.
punch this Abishai,
Okay.
and it's just a straight roll.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see, without oven accuracy, like
You will still hit him.
I hit
Ice
him. Okay.
ball.
14 damage.
Snowball.
I don't like it how close he is to the electricity, so I'm
They're
going to
immune
move
to
him to the
fire.
left over this guy with pressure. And that's it for her turn.
All right. Then we go to Aimer. What would you like to do, Aimer?
I
The
guess
Blade
I'm
of
gonna
Valerian
bonk
de
this
la
guy.
Rosa. I like it.
Okay.
So the bonking will commence. Super bonk.
Oh my gosh.
A 20 will hit him. You will deal 66 damage to him. He dies.
Okay.
66, that's it?
Oh, I hit
Then
with cast. Gotta
That's
update
see
nothing.
that I'm gonna.
That's
Ignore
nothing.
that.
We could do that in one hit.
Which way did I see the lightning come at
Easy
me from,
peasy.
Eric?
Easy
You
peasy.
wouldn't see it, unfortunately.
Can you imagine playing first edition saying,
I
yeah,
would've
you
seen
get
I
hit
have
for
10 feet of
66?
blind sight.
Yeah, I quit.
So I'm
Yeah.
kind of
Quit.
seeing
I had
forward
6.
galaxies.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be coming from this
Exactly.
direction.
That direction.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm just curious.
You
That's
could also
which
see,
way.
if you got 10 feet, you could see the Testidinidates fighting something.
All right, guys, I'm going to bounce.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Fighting or
Good game.
being
Yeah,
See you guys
have a
later.
good one, man. Take care.
15. Oh, I see this guy. 20.
Yeah, that's how he fights.
Okay, that's how he
25.
fights.